A one and a two and a chick a boom a chick. What's up, everybody? It's Kevin here from Happy Beard Games, and today we are returning to Final Fantasy XI, which is a game that I played on my channel right when I started out my channel. This was like a focus of something that I did on my channel was Let's Plays of Final Fantasy XI, and I've done some live streams of it before. This is not my very first Final Fantasy XI live stream. And I don't think it'll be my last Final Fantasy XI live stream either. I'm taking it kind of casually here today. And I'm just going to wait a little bit before I like really introduce things. Because I want to send my link to some of my friends. But yeah, so this is basically the setup. And we're going to play some Final Fantasy XI for a little while. There's no real focus or anything, and I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But yeah, I've got it all set up here. So let me go ahead and send the link to my friends, and then we can get started. And then you can leave. I said we're going to play Final Fantasy XI, and then you can leave. 50 years later, 20 years later, excuse me. This game's been out for 20 years. Yeah. So let's go ahead and find the link so I can share it to my buddies. Somebody gave me a like. I don't know who gave me a like, but I appreciate it. I don't even think anyone's watching, but somehow I got a like. I honestly have no idea how that happened. It literally says no one's watching. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Actually, it doesn't say how many people are watching. But yeah, I sent a link to my friends. So if anyone wants to watch, they totally can. And I'll be on the chat in a second. I can't see it at the exact moment. I don't know if this guy even has a YouTube page. I'm gonna send this to a couple of my friends. Okay, so let's get out of this page. I think everything's good, so let's exit that page. Hey, it's Melissa. I don't know how you found me so fast. I don't know how they found me, Morty, but they found me. Yeah, the game still exists. It doesn't exist on the PlayStation 2 or Xbox 360 anymore, but you can play it on your computer. Yeah, this is like, they still update it and stuff too. They don't make like big expansions, but they do updates and stuff. So I'm just playing this really casually. I just resubscribed like last night, and it took like 5 hours to install the what's it called? The game. Update and install the game. The installation didn't take very long, but updating it took a while. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer, see if anyone else shows up besides Melissa, which I appreciate you being here. It's really cool. I don't know how my setup is on the camera. It's not as cool as Brian's streams. But I got a chat box with a background on it now, which is cool. And I've got my green screen, so it's like, it's cool looking, right? But what I'm doing in the game, I'm checking the auction house to see if my sales have gone through. I have some like random stuff I just tried to sell real quick to free up some inventory space, and yeah. Hey, what's up, Nico? Same. I can't believe the servers are still up in 2023. Yeah, I kind of can't believe it either. It's weird how Square Enix supports this game, but then they kind of don't support it at the same time. Like, they don't like they have like their own developers for this game, specifically Final Fantasy XI, that like they keep it up to date. The game's still up to date. They can create new content, new events, and stuff like that. And I follow it every once in a while. I don't actually play every single month. But like Square Enix doesn't really push it like a big game. They don't push it like they do with Final Fantasy VII games. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not their big front game, but it's still an MMO that they've had going on for like 20 years. Hey, Electronics Emotion Program, what up? I can't see. There's like, oh, I never got Final Fantasy XI. Do you still pay a monthly fee? Yeah, you have to pay a monthly fee to play this game. Now keep in mind, this game goes on sale every once in a while for like $5. You can get like all the game, all the expansions for like about $5, I think. I think it's like $5 for the whole set. That gives you a free month too, but the monthly fees are more than the actual game itself. So the monthly fees are $13 a month. If you play with one character only, which is all you really need, it's $13 a month, and then $1 for each additional character that you play as. You're happy you didn't buy it on the PS2, says Eep. I almost got it for PC, but I couldn't get behind a monthly cost. Yeah, it was the same. It basically used the same servers and game on the PS2, also the 360, and this. It's just this doesn't run on the PS2 or the 360 anymore because they don't want to update the game with those restrictions of the PS2 and the 360. Oh, I didn't know you played this game, Melissa. That's cool. High demand healer in the end game. Yeah, I've played it a lot here and there. I've done a lot of quests and stuff. And my current character that I'm on right now, just get a little look at him. Right now I'm 64 Black Mage and cross class with a 32 Dark Knight. But if I go to my job levels, these are my job levels currently and the jobs that I have unlocked. You have the 6 starting jobs from the original Final Fantasy NES game, and then I've unlocked Dark Knight and Summoner. I've been playing this a little bit here and there, but most of what I played through this was on the actual YouTube videos that I did in the past. $13, that's like $369 Canadian. Yeah, I don't know. It'd probably be like 20 bucks Canadian. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot. It's hard to say. So what I'm doing here is I was checking. Last thing I did was I bought some items from the auction house, like this hat, and I bought the hat, I bought the robe, bought the gloves, and the boots. They didn't have any legs in stock, so my guy's kind of like, I don't know if you can see it, he just has like the default pants because he doesn't have any real pants on. Actually, he's not really wearing pants, which is kind of weird. But we're going to go to a different home point, current area. We're going to go here. And for the first little part of this video, because I don't really have a huge plan for this to be a series or anything, I'm just having fun with it. For the first part of this video, we're just going to like kind of mess around and kill things and just kind of get used to the controls and the gameplay and all that. Because I haven't played this in a while. I played it a few times within this last year. But I haven't played it, and I haven't done like a live stream of it or anything like that recently. Yeah, okay. I was just a kid, Nico says. When this game was released, there was no freaking way my parents would pay this sub for me. Yeah, when this game came out, I believe I was 12 or 13. Something like that. So like it was like right at the time for me to like my parents were able to get me to subscribe to this. Basically like my parents would like subscribe to it. I'm pretty sure this is what happened, and I would pay for it through like doing chores or something. Because I know I didn't pay for it myself. I didn't have a credit card or debit card back then. But this game is a game that's very nostalgic to me. It's like one of the first MMOs that I ever got into, and the first one that I got into heavily. The other ones that I played were EverQuest, the original EverQuest, and I played Phantasy Star Online for the GameCube. Those were ones that I played a lot. Eep says he played through the Final Fantasy 11 songs in Theater Rhythm. Yeah, oh yeah, I played that on the 3DS. I had the first one. I didn't play the other ones of those Theater Rhythm games. Let's see. Got a lot of mounts. I actually don't have the actual Chocobo yet because it requires a lot of persistence. But I've got all these other mounts you can ride on. They're all do the exact same effect. Adamantoise. That's a giant turtle. Look at that guy. Look at his face. He looks awesome. Let me know if the sound is too loud. I tried to adjust it. I can adjust it again right now. I'm actually not even using the game window. I'm using like the OBS window. There's like no lag for this game. There's an auto run. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going from where I am now, which is that red dot, up to this corner up here. And I'm going to take a teleporter back in time to a time where the monsters are much stronger. This is where the music gets loud. Yeah, I don't know if this music's too loud or not. I feel like playing it nowadays wouldn't be the same, said Nico Nico. Yeah, it is different. I've heard like it's very different, and I know for a fact that there are some huge differences in the game. Not only is it a lot easier to level up, it's a lot easier to fight monsters on your own and play it solo. There's a thing called trusts where you can summon NPCs that you can collect, which is cool. And these NPCs, you can, they'll basically automatically fight for you in the battles. So you can get away with a lot of things that you couldn't get away with without being in just a party in the good old days, you know? But it's still nostalgic to me. It's very relaxing playing this game. Just the way the graphics look, the way everything sounds, the way everything feels in this game is really, really relaxing for me. Electronics Emotion Program says, I played the first Guild Wars that had no monthly fee. Yeah, I never got into Guild Wars. I don't know why. I think when that came out, World of Warcraft was out, and I was playing World of Warcraft a little bit, not to like a heavy extent where I ever got obsessed with it, but I enjoyed Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3, the strategy games, so I wanted to check out World of Warcraft, just mainly for the story and like the way it looks and stuff like that. And I had a few friends that played it back in the day that I knew locally. But I really like Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3. Those classic PC strategy games are really good. Same with StarCraft. I don't know why they haven't made a StarCraft online game, like an MMO of StarCraft, but they just probably can't. Aya says, oh yeah, I played it off and on when I was 13 to 20 years old. Wow, you played it a lot. I played it like on and off since like, I don't know, like since pretty much like I had the first 2 expansions on the PS2, like Chains of Promathia was the latest one I got on the PS2. I have all of them on disc actually on PC. I didn't need to buy them on disc, but I wanted the boxes. But yeah, that's really cool. And she says, I was a very skilled white mage and never changed jobs, so I unlocked Summoner for my sub job. Yeah, I have Summoners pretty high. I think I have Summoner pretty high too. The game sound is good. Okay, good. That's good to know. Thank you. But yeah, it's cool that you played this game. I don't remember if you ever told me that or not. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys in the chat, because I'm just playing this pretty casually. It might turn into a series again, because I've done videos on this on my channel like back in like 2015 and 2016. So that's how long I've been playing, even further back on this same account, because this is not the same account that I had from when I was on the PS2 and when I was a kid, like a teenager. Yeah, so I don't know what happened to my original account. I probably would have known how to log into it if I had kept my PS2 game boxes, because I'm pretty sure in the manual it would have told me like how to log in, like with a code. But I don't have those anymore. So basically when I started on PC, it was probably like 2010 or something. I don't know. Maybe earlier. So what I'm doing here, I don't really know I don't know the game as well as some people might know it. So any advice or help would be very helpful. But what I'm doing right now, I'm just going to grind and try to level up some more. I was leveling up here a little bit earlier today on my own time. So what I did, I went through this giant monster thing, which I think teleports you back in time. I've done some quests around this area. I think I did a video on it too. So now what I'm doing right now is a thing called Trust, where you summon out different NPCs that you can collect. You can get their like identities and you can add them to your collection. And when you get these NPCs, these are the ones I like to use the most. They help you and they act as they would in their class, and they also what am I trying to say? They fight and help you and stuff. So like this character Kupipi, she's a white mage. She's one of the only white mages that I have, so she's really good to have because she'll heal you and buff you with protect and shell, all that good stuff. And then Nana Amigo I think is a thief, but she's really fast. Lion is a character from the main story of the core game, like the first expansion, so she's pretty good. And I like Zed because he's like a giant Dark Knight guy with a giant sword. That's pretty much this extent. I think you can actually unlock it so you can have one more of these guys. When you start out a new game, like if you were starting out fresh, you could only be able to summon 3 of these guys if you had them. But I've unlocked the 4th slot, and I think you get a 5th slot too. I could be wrong about that. Now I had the game running in 4K resolution, but right now it's running at 1080p resolution. I scaled it down a little bit, just in case. I don't want to run into any problems. It looks about the same. It's just an old game. It doesn't really matter too much anyways, except for the actual graphical settings. Okay, so now that I've got my party set up, or like they're all out here, it's my NPC party. It's kind of weird. They like, you go to attack a monster, and this is the only way that they know to attack or to support you. I'm gonna wait a bit because there's another goblin right next to it. If I were to use magic on a goblin, it would pull him over here towards me to attack me, but it's not, they're not going to support me in my NPCs until I use the actual attack on him, which is kind of weird. So now that I've hit him once, you don't even really have to hit him, you can actually miss. You just attack him once, then they'll start supporting you and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So it helps you like level up, it helps you get through battles faster, and it helps you do things that you normally wouldn't be able to do with having all these NPCs around you. Otherwise the game would be so hard. I'd have to have a party, a really like consistent party of people online, like actual people, and not only that, around the same area and around the same level or like, you know, type of gameplay that I'm doing to make any progress really. So the trust really help you out. Now right now I'm basically just grinding for experience points, but I might come across some other things to do along the way. Right. You can see I got quite a bit of experience points in that chat box down there somewhere. I got 815. Now I do have where is it? Controls are. I have protect, shell, which is magic defense. I have this like it's a ring that I'm wearing, and it allows you to activate a spell in it where you get an experience point bonus. So let's just check that out real quick. I think it's this, the ECAD ring. It gives you a maximum of 30,000 experience points every time you activate it. You can activate it on repeat, it never runs out. And then you get 150+% experience points. Electronics Motion Pro said, stupid work, gotta go. Sorry they couldn't stick around. Thank you for joining, Eep. That's really cool that you got to watch a little bit of it, because I haven't seen you in a stream for a little while. So that's pretty, well, I haven't streamed in a little while. I haven't streamed since May when I did that Star Trek game. But thank you. Have fun at work. Aya says the NPC help is a good alternative for a party, which I'm sure is impossible to make one with people these days. Yeah, you kind of have to like have like friends or like meet people online or something, join some kind of community to meet up with people on here. It's not the same as it was back in the day. You could go to like the Dunes area, for example, and be like, look for a party, look for a group, and you could try to just form up a group about people that are doing the same kind of quests as you. But right now a lot of people are like doing something else way outside of what I'm doing, so it'd be like nearly impossible unless I knew someone who's actually playing this with me or something like that. I'm trying to get Brian to play it. I think it's a little too outdated for Brian to check out. He really liked Final Fantasy 14. I really like this one a lot more. But 14's good too. I don't know, they're different enough that they are, I mean, they're similar and they're different in their own ways. It's kind of hard to really compare this to 14, especially now. Maybe when 14 first came out, it was comparable to this, but now 14 is like its own thing. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. Kind of have a little bit of a problem. My head's in the way of like my health and stuff, but I think there's another way to check that. So I wasn't sure where to put my webcam and my chat box on this video yet, so it could change in future videos, of course. But for now, this is what it is. Let me fight this pixie. Good thing to do before you fight any monster, just hit the check button down here, and it'll tell you how strong they are in relation to your character. Now, that's not how strong they are in relation to your whole party, because the trust NPCs, they don't really affect the check at all. So it's related to your character, but just because it says it's easy doesn't mean it's necessarily doable by your character itself. So the trust, it'll make it doable and it'll make it easy. My character right now isn't the best equipped for a while. Like when I logged in this morning, and I logged in for a few months, I didn't have any equipment on. I had no hat, no shirt, no shoes, no service. No, I literally didn't have like hardly anything. But I leveled up a little bit more, so I have a new wand, level 60 wand. I have the shield on already. It's not a very good shield though. I need to change that out when I get more gil. I still need to get another earring that'll actually equip to this class. Like on my other classes, I have the right armor and everything. Like I have a Dark Knight. I have, what else did I have? I was doing a red mage. Yeah, I was a red mage first. Now I am, like my red mage is level 85. I haven't done all the limit breaks to get into 99 or whatever the highest is, but I'll be working on that probably next time I play. Maybe today? I don't know. There's good guides on it now to get through this a lot more easier, even on the actual Square Enix Final Fantasy XI websites. I was reading some guides, but I don't know if I'm going to use the guide today. Parties were an integral part of the game. Teamwork, cooperation was key. It's one of the reasons why I love this game so much, says I. Yeah, I had a friend. I had at least 2 friends in middle school / high school that played this game actively around the time that I first. What the heck is that? No. Why is there a mine? I didn't know there was mines. I've never even seen that. Oh my god. What the heck? What the heck just happened? I don't know. Let's fight this guy though. Did a lot of damage to me. It took away like half my health. But yeah, I had a couple friends in the good old days. Well, I don't know if they're the good old days, but the good old days of this game. And it's like when it was, I think it was before Chains of Promathia was out, but around that time, I had like a couple friends playing this. I have some good memories of that too. I had some friends online. I can't really remember exactly what friends I had that were strictly like I only knew them online. I know there was friends that I had locally that I played with more consistently than the people that I knew only online. I honestly can't remember anyone that I knew online only, which is kind of sad because I know there must have been some people that I had on like my friends list or my link shell or whatever that I just can't remember anymore. Because I know other people that played. I know it was just more than just me and the 2 other guys that played this. I says eventually I migrated to a game called Ion, which I played until it died. My friends moved on to Guild Wars 2. Oh yeah, the goblins throw bombs. Yeah, I knew they threw bombs, but I'd never seen them laid out an actual mine, like a mine item. And I stepped on it in an accident because I didn't know what it was, or right after you put it down. That was weird. I've never seen like an NPC in this game drop an item, like an attack item. It's just weird. These goblins are crazy, so I kind of want to get out of this little corner if I can. And there's other things I can fight here that are stronger or weaker. There's these Smilodons, which are pretty easy. But then there's also these like mangrel things. I don't know what they're called. Mongrels? What are they called? They're like these weird dog wolves that they look different than the Smilodons, but they're really hard. So I wanted to go train with those mongrels or whatever the heck they're called. They're not called mongrels. They're called like mangies or something. Mangy mutts. I don't know. Like the Yokai Watch monster. Mangy mutt. Whatever happened to Yokai Watch? Did you guys ever see that anime? It was pretty cool. Came out like maybe like 5 to 10 years ago. 10 years ago maybe? And they made a few games of it for the 3DS, but it never really got like super big in the United States. But the anime was entertaining. I thought it was funny. I mean, I never was like into Yokai Watch, but it was entertaining. It was cool. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah, the tiger. Yeah, no, the tigers are cool looking. So I know what I'm missing. The HUD. My webcam is in front of the HUD that shows the which I might move it up a little bit. I'm not sure. Shows all the characters' health and their MP levels. So that's what I'm like, what am I missing here on the stats? Like, I'm covering up something. I can change it. I might change it. Let's hang out here for a second, heal our... So if I put it up here, I can see the stats better. Is that better? I'm still playing around with the HUD idea. That's kind of weird, but... I don't know. You never heard of the anime Yokai Watch? Really? It was kind of popular, but it kind of wasn't. It was kind of trying to be like a Pokemon, but it kind of had its own shtick, and the games didn't really play like Pokemon. But yeah, you should check it out sometime. It's for kids, but it's pretty funny. It has like enough humor that like if I was a parent, I would enjoy watching it with my kids or something like that. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good layout for the HUD, but at least I can see the party now. So that way I'll know if my white mage has enough magic to continue helping me fight. If she runs out of magic, then I have to swap her out real quick. And then she'll get full magic again, but yeah, otherwise she can't use cure. Where's Brian? I know he's at work, so he'll probably be here after work, hopefully. I want to adjust this a little bit more. I'm kind of like a, what they call, not a perfectionist, but like, I want everything to look decent on my stream, but at the same time, it's like, how am I going to put my webcam here? I should look at some other guys'. I tried looking up some other like live stream setups for Final Fantasy 11. I couldn't find one that I really liked to copy, because like I want the setup to work with the HUD of the game, but I don't want the game to be small. For on my past live streams that I did, like you know, like home console video games, like for the Wii and whatnot, I got some complaints about people. They couldn't see it very well on their phone when I made the window of the game smaller, and I had like my webcam in the corner. So I don't want it to be too small for people on their phones, where they're gonna be like they can't even see it right. That's what happened to my Star Trek video, by the way. Not the last stream that I did of Star Trek, but like one of my last like Star Trek video games that I streamed. This is just like a battlefield type area. There's like these elves and men with like cannons and all these towers and stuff. It's pretty cool. There's not too much to do with them at this point. There is one quest that I have on this area, and this guy's looking for a map that someone dropped on the battlefield. So if I ever find that map, I can turn into him. But other than that, I'm just killing monsters. I have a couple things set up where I get extra experience points. I have a status effect on me. I have paralysis. Okay. No, I had paralysis on. I know I could get paralysis from whatever I just fought. Well, I guess I did. Okay. So, like, the things that I've got, if I go to status, now I'm blocking my HUD over here. I'll find a better way for this, like, chat box and stuff to work out in a future video, but for now, it's like I'm just gonna keep moving around until it looks good. It's kind of weird, but whatever. It kind of works. If I go to quests, you can set up records of eminence quests, and I have it set up for Battaglia Downs. So every time I kill 10 monsters, I get an extra 600 experience points for having that quest set up. It's a repeating quest. So there's a tiger and 2 goblins right over this ledge. Take down this tiger. Never mind, the tiger's going away. Let's just take on this goblin. And the key is to not have a whole bunch of monsters fight you at the same time. So, looks like we're gonna fight 2 goblins, because, yeah, the other one just aggroed. Oh no, he didn't aggro, he just looked like he aggroed. That was close. I remember the pioneers. What is pioneer? There's one that I fought that was like a unique goblin. He had a unique name. And he was super strong. So he kicked my butt earlier when I was playing. I did get attacked by another one too, so it was kind of like unfair fight. But also he was a very strong goblin. You can get better or more unique items if you kill like a unique monster. There's also like little quests you can do for them. Oh yeah, I've got a drink here. I've got an energy drink. Okay, so I took down that guy. Another 800 experience. You can also do a thing called EXP chains, which I think maybe if I just kill goblins only, I can get a chain. I'm not really sure how the chains work. Oh yeah, I am going up to 1,500 subs. That is pretty exciting, actually. Now, the weird thing about my subscriber count, it's been going up and down like the last like 2 months. I didn't know I didn't do very much videos this last week, and then also I didn't do very many videos like in June, but I did some at the start of this month. But my subscriber count's been going like, it was at 1,470, and now it's at, I think, 1,600. Wait, whatever is lower than that. It's like 1,470. I think it's at 1,468 now. But it's just going between like 1,460 to 1,470. I'm like, please just go up to 1,500. It's a nice solid number goal. I'm like, please. It's like, and I think the reason it's going down is people like they close their YouTube accounts, or they just, I don't know. I don't think it's anyone that like specifically clicked unsubscribe. It's hard to say. I think it's just random people that don't use YouTube and they like faded away after like 10 years or however long I've had my channel. No, I haven't had my channel that long. I've had my channel for like 8 years maybe. But yeah. So that's what's up with the subscriber count. It was going up pretty steadily. Like I used to get like 10 subscribers at least every month, but this last month's been kind of weird with like it going up and then down and then up and then down. Like I posted a thing on my Instagram about like, yay, I got 1,470 subscribers, and now I have less than that because I think people just like leave after a while. I don't think anyone really like got mad or not subscribed or anything like that. If they did, they should just let me know. But yeah, subscribing is a weird thing on YouTube. YouTube stats in general are just kind of weird. I tried looking at like videos of like how to increase your views or how to increase your subscriber by changing the title of your videos and adding hashtags and stuff. And I already kind of do that, so when I did that, like I tried changing one of them just to see what would happen. And it didn't really do much. It didn't really do anything. But then again, I don't have like those clickbaity titles, or like not even clickbaity titles, but like super exciting like news that you gotta see like right away the week it comes out. My videos are just kind of like reviews and let's plays of like older video games, like random stuff that I feel like doing. So it's not like I have like must-see news on my channel. I mean, sometimes some things are more exciting than others. Like when I go to a convention, I'll do a video on that, so that's pretty up-to-date news type stuff. Those usually get pretty good views. Or like when I went to my friend Marcus's arcade before it opened, and I did a walkthrough / interview tour with his arcade, like right before the arcade opened up. That's a pretty big video for me. I got like probably like 800 views on that, I think. I don't know. But that was a cool video. That was a fun video to do too. So like you can see, I don't really have to do that much on the battle. I can mainly sit back and watch this guy's fight for me. But you do have to keep an eye on one of the most important things. This character, Kupipi's the white mage, you have to keep an eye on her MP, because if she runs out of MP, then they can't heal, and then we all start to die. But you can get the MP back really easily just by clicking on her, clicking on release, which basically sends her away, and then summoning her again. However, if you do that too fast, there's a time limit, so you have to wait a little while if you want to keep, so you don't keep like resending them, stuff like that. You have to wait a couple minutes in between it, which usually doesn't come into a problem, but it might. The graphics hold up for a 22-year-old game. Yeah, is it 22 years or 20 years? I thought it was like at least 20 years. Maybe it's 22. I don't know. The graphics are pretty good. Like, they were good when it came out. They were better than I think that, well, I don't know. They're a little bit better than EverQuest, I think. And EverQuest was like the big MMO that was out when this game came out. I don't know if anyone remembers EverQuest. People should remember EverQuest because it was as big as World of Warcraft at one point, or does it seem like it? There was an EverQuest spin-off for the PS2 that went online as like a little mini MMO version of it called EverQuest Online Adventures, which I played that one too, and the actual EverQuest. But EverQuest was like the big MMO at the time. And I think World of Warcraft wasn't even out when this game came out. I think World of Warcraft came out 1 to 2 years after Final Fantasy XI. I could be wrong about that. But I think World of Warcraft came out in 2004, and this came out in 2001 or 2. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, like 21-ish years. Wow. Pretty cool. I think the graphics hold up well. They've improved them a little bit here and there. Like this could not, the way this looks right now could not run on the actual PS2, but the actual like area that I'm in could run on a PS2. It just wouldn't look as good. Like for example, there's some graphics settings outside of the game, like in a launcher, but you can go down to like effects, you can go to like the miscellaneous sections in your configuration, and you can turn the shadows. See how there's shadows only under me? Now there's shadows under everyone, or you can turn the shadows off altogether. Stuff like that. There's like weather effects. You can change the frame rate to make it higher. You can change how much you can see, how far in the distance you can see. Stuff like that. So like little things they've updated here and there to make it look a little bit better than it did back in the day. You can actually make the resolution up to like 4K resolution, which I did, but right now it's running at 1080p, which still looks great. It doesn't look that much better on 4K, really. I think the main thing you'll notice with the 4K is like the text looks a little bit clearer. They're just little things like that. It does, and it was also on the 360. A lot of people remember it from the PS2 because it came out on the PS2 and PC first. But later on, it was on the 360, and I never did play it on the 360, but it's same game. It's just it was easier for them to put it on the 360 than I guess by the time they like thought to put it on there, the original Xbox was getting outdated or something, because I was never on the original Xbox, so it probably could have been, because I had a hard drive too. It's weird that it was not like on the PS3. You would think they would have done PS2, PS3, but they did PS2 360. it's kind of weird. I don't know what they were thinking with the Microsoft thing. I mean, I can understand if they did like PS3 and 360, but it's weird that it was only on like the Xbox 360 for a little while, because this is like a JRPG. It's a Final Fantasy. It's not something you normally see on a 360. Come back, kitty. Come back. I love you, kitty. There we go. Sorry, kitty. But yeah, it's like, it still looks pretty good. It looks nowhere near as good as Final Fantasy 14. And even Final Fantasy 14's not like the best looking MMO anymore, visually. I think it's pretty cool looking, but I wish this game had like Final Fantasy 14's graphics, but was the exact same game as it is now. Hola! Hey, it's Brian! Yay! Brian, he's back and off. You're not off work. Naughty, naughty. You're almost off work, but you're not off work. I appreciate you joining, Brian. We had a few other people in the chat so far. I'm just chilling, kind of getting back into the game by whoa. Like I just jumped. Oh. Chilling and killing. My HUD's a little messed up with my OBS right now. I don't know a good place to put the chat box. And I don't know a good place to put my webcam. I had it lower. I had them both like a little bit lower, but it covered up the health bars of my characters and my magic bars of my characters. So Brian, if you want to help me with that later on, it doesn't have to be today or anything, but like later on. I was trying, oh, what the heck was that? I was trying to like kind of get your style going, but like I couldn't get it. I got a background behind the chat boxes though. The text is like a shadow behind it now. Makes it a little bit easier to see, which is good. Yeah, we had the Eep here earlier. We had Nico over here earlier too. And then Melissa's been here since like the first second, which is awesome. She's gonna duck out for a bit. Her phone needs some juice. Well, that's sad. It's okay. I need some juice too. Thank you for watching, Melissa. I appreciate you joining. Without me even telling you. Just randomly joining. I don't know how you found me. Like I said at the start, I don't know how they found me, but they found me, Morty. I'm pretty sure it's just because you're subscribed to me. I don't know how well the subscriber notifications pop up when I live stream. So I try to send it to a few people on Messenger. Hey, Pattaya Blues, what's up? Playing Final Fantasy 11 casually. I just reinstalled the game last night, so I'm kind of just chilling and killing around in this area. You know, trying to get some experience points. Thank you. I will enjoy this amazing game. Hey, gang. Ayo. I was going to originally do something a little risky. I don't know if I want to say it, but I was going to do something on stream that I've done once before, but no one noticed. But I'm not going to do it right now. I'm just going to drink my monster and play. I could maybe in a future stream. I mean, what's a worse influence on someone? I mean, drinking Monster Energy is not a good influence on anyone, I don't think. I have like this strange addiction forming of like Monster Energy. I don't drink it like every day, but it's nice to have something that gives you energy like a coffee that doesn't taste like a coffee or isn't hot. So like in the summer, I've been buying a lot of Monsters. I don't normally drink Monster that often, but I'm drinking one right now. But it's like I don't want to drink a coffee because it's hot. It's like 80, 90 degrees all week long. And I don't want to drink a coffee because that'll just make me hot. And I could get an iced coffee, yeah. The Starbucks canned coffee that I get recently hurt my stomach when I got one of the flavors, so I don't know. And then the store near me doesn't sell the monster coffee, which I like the monster coffee more than the actual monster. But I'm just having the regular monster. My point of that was like, what's a worse influence, getting high or drinking an energy drink? They're still pretty, I mean, it's a big debate. I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but like, you know what I mean? It's like getting high is just like, you're relaxed and chill and everything's interesting and fun, which yeah, but if you're drinking an energy drink, it's a completely different experience. But like, what's the worst influence? Sure, one is like, you have to be an adult to buy it, especially in Washington, it's legal, but you have to be an adult to buy it. And to use it. But energy drinks can be bad too. So it's like, I don't know what's worse. I don't even think they're even either of them are that bad, but it's like, I would say energy drinks are definitely the worst of the two. For like an influence type thing, you know what I mean? I don't know what we're talking about. It's kind of silly. But yeah, I don't really drink Monster that often, but I've been drinking it more often in the summer, so that's why I brought that up. So what are these guys? A sad fly? I don't want to kill a sad fly. Hey, he's too weak to be worthwhile. That's really sad. I know that's what pertains to my character's level, but yeah, no, we don't. I'll just let him be. Just leave him be. It's like when you got, well, I mean, in this case it is a fly, but it's like when you got a spider in your room, it's just hanging out, like literally hanging out on its web and like not causing any problem at all, just staying in one corner of your room. That's fine. I just leave the spider in my room and my window and in the corner of my room, and then it'll help catch bugs in the corner of the room. But if I got a spider that's like running all over the room like a maniac, I might want to scoop it outside. But like in that case with that sad fly, like they named the monster Sad Fly. Like, I don't want to like kill something that's already that sad, and it's too weak and worthless for me to even get experience points on. So yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that dude. Italian Blue is packaging weed right now. Good for you, man. I don't know if you've seen that video I did. I did this video a while ago. You know when Metroid Prime, I don't know if you know, when Metroid Prime Remastered came out, I did a video of that. And yeah, I went into like how I appreciated all the like graphics and the detail of the game, Metroid Prime Remastered. And even just the original Metroid Prime, it's still a beautiful game. It looks great. You can just stare at the density of like the environments in that game. They're really well done in the original and the remaster. It's very beautiful. I kind of feel that way with this game too, and not to the extent where it looks like picturally perfect, you know? It's not like this has like the best graphics ever, especially now. Maybe back in like 2002, but like I was talking with earlier, but it's like this game has like a really good, not just a sense of nostalgia for me, because it does have that too. So it's hard for me to separate nostalgia between pure like just the way it looks, and like I think I appreciate it both in a nostalgia way and both in a I still think it looks great today way. Just the environments in this game are so good. Like, I don't know if you saw the cover photo that I used for this video. It's a place called Jugner Forest, which is actually if I can pull up my map, the next it's right there. It's the next location. We're gonna go there in a little bit once I start leveling up some more. Because the monsters there are hard in this part of Jugner Forest. There's the original Jugner Forest, and there's this part right now where we're back in time Jugner Forest. There's time travel. I think it's time travel. It's weird. But yeah, the environments in this game are nostalgic to me. It's like when you go to like a park that you hadn't been to since you were a kid. That's what this game is like to me. It's like you go to like a park or like a forest, or like a river that you haven't been to since you were a kid, or like 10 years or something like that. That's what this game feels like to me. It feels like I'm revisiting a place that, although I've never physically been there because it's not a real place, it feels like I'm revisiting a place that I've been to like many years ago, which to me makes Final Fantasy XI probably the most magical Final Fantasy game. I want to say, like, I really do like Final Fantasy IX. It's my favorite one. But in terms of like the most like magic feeling Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy XI has like this weird like surreal sense of like a living world that no other Final Fantasy had before it, and most games didn't have in general. Most games didn't have before this either. Like, the only game I can think of that compared to this game before this game, there's two games. One of them more closely resembling this is EverQuest. So like, yeah, EverQuest is an MMO, so it kind of feels like this open living world of a game with actual players and stuff. But even the actual players aside, the world itself, the game world, is really great feeling by itself. So you can be playing this by yourself, essentially, even though there are other players on here now. And you can still feel like it's a living world. EverQuest was like that too. I don't know how EverQuest is going these days, but I remember playing EverQuest before this, as I was talking about earlier. But the other game is, of course, Dungeons and Dragons, which I know it's a game in your mind, your imagination. It's not a game you can actually see unless you draw out your characters or your maps, or you have those little figures, miniatures. But yeah, Dungeons and Dragons is a very magical game too. But like, I can't think of anything that compares to this game when this game was released in 2002 for like online games. The other one that I talked about earlier briefly was Phantasy Star Online, which was on the Dreamcast, and it was also on the Xbox, and it was also on the GameCube. I have it on the GameCube and Xbox currently, but I used to play that game online like back in the day on the GameCube. I can't play it online anymore on the Xbox. But it's a fun game. Phantasy Star Online. It's kind of like this in the way that it's an MMO and goes online, but it's more like location based. Like you meet up on an online lobby where you can see multiple players. But when you're in the actual gameplay area, it's just little dungeons that you and your party jump into. So it's not an open world like this game or EverQuest. I'm gonna check the map, see where I'm at, and then I'm gonna check my... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I need to turn around. Then I need to check my, what's it called? My experience points, which are not getting too much experience because we're doing really weak monsters. If I could find these, mongrel things. They're like these mangy dogs, or whatever they're called. They're like those Smilodons that are fighting, but they're shaped differently and they're like wolves. But they're not like your normal wolves. They're like mangy wolves. If I can find them, then I can not only have a better battle going on, but I can have more experience points if I succeed in those battles. I'll get like 1,000 experience points every fight instead of what are these guys giving me? I don't know what these guys are giving me. I don't think they're giving me anything. They're too weak. That's probably why I'm not getting anything. I am getting, however, this like bonus quest that I activated that repeats where you get 600 experience every time you kill 10 things in this area, which is really nice. That's pretty cool. I don't know why I stopped live streaming. It's fun. I think it's because like I feel like it takes longer to set up than my actual review videos or like a let's play video, which isn't true at all. I don't know why I thought it did. Maybe just at the last time I did it, it took a while to set up. But it didn't take that long to set up this time, so I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. It wasn't that hard to set up. The hardest part was putting my green screen up, which it's not that hard to do. You know that like that synthwave background I have? I basically just clip it onto that. Oh, here it is. Those mongrels. What are they called? What are they called? They're gnolls. G-N-O-L-L-S. LE, gnolls. Mongrels. What was I thinking? Well, they're kind of like a little like mangy dog, or a big mangy dog in this case. But I'm like, I was trying to think of the name of them earlier in the stream, and I was like, there's some kind of crazy mongrel beast. Whatever that means. Is that an offensive word? I don't know. I don't care. It's like sounds weird. Okay, so these guys are tough. Last guys I were fighting were like even or decent challenges. This one's tough, so you definitely don't want to fight this in a group or have a goblin sneak up on you when you're fighting him. So let's go like this. Attack. But before I do that, I'm going to actually take my time and play this like a normal fight. I'll just smile it on right there. I don't think he'll attack me though at this point. I'll use this spell called Blaze Spikes, which is really cool. Blaze Spikes allows you to, I believe, when you get hit, the enemies that attack you will take fire damage. It's cool. There's other things I'm going to activate too in a sec here. I have a job ability called Arcane Circle, which allows for, what does it do, just to be specific, resistance, defense, attack, against Arcana to party members within the area of effect. So everyone in my group is going to get a little buff to their defense and attack and resistances. Got this thing right here, which is a weapon skill called True Strike. Does some extra damage. I don't know how much damage it did yet. Well, it'll pop up on the little damage text at the bottom there. I missed it, I guess. Unless that was a different one, but still. King Cobra Clamp. What else do we got? We've got... So you don't really have that much stuff. I'm the Black Mage. With my abilities, I've got... Jaw abilities, I've got all these. There's Weapon Bash. I can't use Weapon Bash. We have these weapon skills, which use TP, which is... Underneath HP and MP, there's a blue bar called TP, and that's how you activate these once you have full bar of TP. But yeah, we beat him. See, like I got 1,160 experience points plus an item. So if I go to status, you can see I only got to kill like 10 more of these things to get to level 65. So we're just leveling up a little bit here and there. I kind of want to get to like level 70, which shouldn't take too long if I can actually find the monsters that give me experience points. Which are mainly at this point those gnolls, and there's also pixies, and then goblins, which I don't know, the goblins are in a different area. So I can kill this Smilodon as long as it's easy prey or higher on its check ranking. Then I'll get experience points from it. If it's anything that says like worthwhile, not worthwhile, then I won't. It doesn't even matter. Like there's no point in killing it, except for items. If you want to get an item from it. But yeah, yeah, just kind of playing casually. I'm trying to come up with ideas to do like videos on this game, because I used to do videos in this game, like a Let's Play series, but I don't want to do a Let's Play series, because then if I want to play it on my own time, it'll be like an interruption of the Let's Play series, and I don't want to just record all the time for this game. In addition to all my other videos. So I just want to keep it as live streams for now, but I don't know. I want to do something more like focused in these live streams. I just don't know exactly what yet, so I'm just playing this casually for now. Oh, there's one of those bad boys. My blaze spikes wore off. I also want to check how much MP my followers have too. Brian the Caffeinated Owl says, that is really cool that the game tells you they aren't worth it. LOL. Yeah, like that sad fly. I don't know if you saw earlier. There's got this fly monster called the sad fly. I check him out to see if he'd give me an experience. And he's like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. It's just nothing. It's just a sad old fly. Oh yeah, blaze spikes is what I was gonna do. Brian says, play Pikmin series. I like Pikmin. It's not that I don't like it. I don't know. If I get it, I'll want to play it on the Switch now, and I has no monies for that currently. Maybe in August. Maybe in August. Which is crazy to think that August is coming up that fast. And plus, yeah, I don't know. It's like weird. That's not weird. I'm just weird that August is coming up that fast. This month is flying by. But there's not, I was thinking about all the things that I wanted to buy. Like I was trying to like budget myself for the rest of the year. There's not a whole lot of things that I want to buy. It just kind of sucks because like recently I bought something on Amazon that I thought was going to help me record a video for Super Nintendo. Like a switch box thing for S-Video. And I bought it. And then I bought a cable. And so it was like 20 bucks. The thing was $10 and the cable was $10. It turns out the thing I bought came with the cable, so now I have two of the same S-Video cables, which was a waste of $10 when I'm low on money. And then also, I was stressing out about this a lot yesterday, even though it's not that big of a deal, really. But yeah, so then the switch box didn't even work either. Well, it worked, but I didn't do what my old switch box did, which allowed me to take S-Video and split it into composite yellow cable and S-Video, because that's what I wanted. I wanted to duplicate the S-Video. I have a really cool cable for Super Nintendo N64 video cable that only has S-Video. It doesn't have the yellow cable. So what I need is that S-Video to be split into two so I can watch it on my TV and then record it so I can make a YouTube video on it at the exact same time, which I used to be able to do that, but apparently those things don't exist anymore, or at least they don't exist on Amazon. So one I got was from Radio Shack back in the day, and I'm trying to see if my mom has it in her garage, so I'm like texting her like, Mom, I need this box thing, and she's like, I don't know if they have it. I'm like, well, I hope we have it, because they don't seem to make them anymore, unless I can find one used on like Mercari. I should check that. I just figured I'd get a new one on Amazon so it would work, but apparently the new ones don't work like the old ones from Radio Shack, so it kind of sucks. Actually, it does suck. So it's like I wasted 20 bucks when I could have spent that money on something that actually worked, or, you know, something better, or anything else like food. But yeah, so that's what's going on. And the reason that I don't think I haven't talked about this at all. I think I talked about it on my Instagram briefly. I haven't talked about it on my YouTube at all. But my next video project, you know how I did all those Indiana Jones games? My next video project, and one of the few video projects that I'll be doing this year, I have a couple more planned, is Super Scope, which you need a CRT TV to play, which I have. I recently bought all the Super Scope games, which you need to have the actual Super Nintendo to do. You can't do it on a Retron. I have the Super Scope. It's all set up. It works great. It's really fun. I can't wait to do a video on it. I just need a way to have my video split from Super Nintendo into my computer and my TV at the same time. Which technically, yeah, I can do it, but I only have I can do it with a different cable that I have. But I prefer to give you guys the best picture quality possible, and since I already have the S-Video cable, I would just like to be able to split the S-Video cable into two. Which, you know, sounds like a simple thing, but and it was in the past, but apparently the new products on Amazon don't work like that. And there was only really one thing I could buy on Amazon, as far as I saw, that was a S-Video switch box for video cables. Like, there was the only one on there, so I was like, okay, this must work just like the old Radio Shack ones, and it didn't. So yeah, it kind of sucks. My rant about that is over. It's not really a rant, it's just like that's what happened yesterday kind of thing. And then there's another thing that happened yesterday that kind of sucked too about retro gaming. Well, I'll tell you that in a bit. What I gotta do right now, you see how Kupipi on her little like thing on the bottom, like right down there, her magic is at 221. What I'm gonna do is release her, which gets rid of this NPC. And I'm gonna go to trust and summon her again. And then watch what happens when you do that. It's pretty cool. She will come back, of course. But look, now she's got full HP and full MP, which is the best way to restore her really quickly. I want to check one thing. Where am I on the map? Okay, I'm gonna go fight some more gnolls until I level up. But I'm also going to check one other thing. Okay, we're at 16,000 experience. We need 24,000 experience to level up. There's a knoll over here. He's going towards the other knoll, so I don't want him to go too close. They kind of position the enemies in this game in little, like, specific areas. Whereas either they'll be in a little group of 2 or 3, or they'll usually be in a group of 1, but sometimes those little groups, like, think of them like circles on a map. If they intersect with each other, like cover each other on the map, basically you can get like an enemy aggroing you, and I don't want to fight 2 of these at the same time. I could probably do it. Put on blaze spikes again. I could probably kill 2 of these, but it would be hard. And it would take all of Kuhipi's like MP just to like struggle through that fight. I might be able to do it now. But when I started playing this earlier today, off screen, I was only level 60, so, yeah. It would not be possible back then. I tried it at level 60, it was too hard. Activate Arcane Circle again. I like the sound. The little, like, laugh sound it makes. I don't know why it does that, but it's a really cool sound effect. I gotta keep an eye on our health, too. If one of our trusts dies, I can just resummon them, so it's another way to get their health back if they die. You can't summon them in the middle of a fight, though, or if you're being attacked. But if you die, like this character that I am dies, it's game over. You lose. You go back to... Well, no, you don't necessarily lose right away. Ooh, skeletons up there. Nice. What happens is you're knocked out for an hour. And in that hour, you can either wait for a player to come by and resurrect you, like a friend. You call a friend, they can resurrect you. No one's going to do it on their own, unless you're lucky. Kind of worried about that skeleton over there. But yeah, you can either wait for someone to resurrect you, or you can just return to the town, or your home point, or whatever. Back to a safe city. But the other thing you can do, the other thing is if you do return, you lose some experience points. You don't lose a lot, it's not a big deal. But you can actually level down too. Excuse me. That's a cool weapon, or attack that she did. I think it missed though. Weird. All of our attacks are missing. It's a harder one than the other ones. So we'll check. Tough, high evasion. Maybe a little bit better. Start giving them some support with some fire too. I like to use fire too. It's a good in the middle magic spell for me right now. I mean, I have ones that are better, like Arrow 3, which is a third form of arrow. So it's like, I think it's like triple the damage, but you gotta watch out because it's also like, it's like a lot of MP. Like I have this one Thundaga too, which is probably my strongest spell. Let's try Thundaga too. It has an area of effect also. But look at this, if I can get it affected yet. There's Thundaga too. I did 600 damage to him, Thundaga too. Well, here's the bad thing about Thundaga too. It takes 200 MP to use, and I only have, what, like 1,000 MP total? Where's my status? I don't know how to check your MP, really. Oh, I have 740 MP. That one spell by itself takes 200 MP. It's nuts. There's no way I'd be able to do that on my own. So now Kuhipi only has 100 magic left, so I'm gonna release her. You gotta be careful about doing this too often, because there's like a time limit. You can't just keep summoning these guys over and over and sending them out and back to get health. There's a little time limit that comes up sometimes. Excuse me. I don't know if that was loud. My gulping. I'm trying to be quiet, but I'm thirsty. Also, guys, if you can hear my fan, I'm really sorry. I didn't really realize my fan was on right now. It's on its lowest setting, and I didn't even notice that. I can turn it off if this fan sound is coming through the mic. I'm really sorry. I totally thought it was off, and I hear this sound. I thought it was my computer fan. No, it's my fan is on super low setting. So let me know if that fan is bugging you. I didn't even know it was on. Oh, the whites are too weak to be worthwhile. Really? I was looking forward to fighting the skeleton guy. It's like the bear downs from The Hobbit. Oh good, Brian, you can't hear the background noise? That's really good. That's really good. Even the gulping. Yeah, there's some weird like noise canceling on my mic. I don't know if I set it up differently than usual. I hope you can hear me clear enough. But this mic does weird like noise canceling things. I don't know. There is like a big settings page for it, and I thought I had everything turned off, but I don't know. I don't know. I think if I talk like clearly and directly, it comes out pretty clearly, like it should. But sometimes it like if I start to like talk a little bit quieter after talking loud and direct, it won't pick it up as well, or like pick up like half the words. Oh, we've got these orcs, and the orcs are cool in this. They look like Shrek. We got Orca Chauffeur and Orc Brawler. See if I can aggro one of these bad boys. Hopefully I can just do one of them, because yeah, I don't. It's kind of scary actually. There's a gnoll and a bunch of orcs. I don't know where I am. I'm in like a weird part of Battalion Downs. That. God, there's the. I'm scared. I'm actually getting freaked out. There's like every time I look over, there's like another orc or something. So I can't take these all on at once. I would die. I would get smashed. I could probably do this. Now I'm not gonna attack him just yet. I want to use my magic, pull him in, and that way I can run a little bit, run away a little bit. Now don't worry about running away in this game, because you cannot run away from enemies in this game like you can in a normal Final Fantasy. If you run, you have to run to like the exit gate of the whole map, and even then you might die, because they can hit you like during the load screen, which is nuts. But yeah, so like there's no like running away from a battle like in traditional Final Fantasy. You can't just run away. You'd think you could just run away and they would stop attacking you, but nope, they will hunt you down. Little bunny rabbits in the woods will hunt you down and eat you, just as much as this guy would. The gulping. So hopefully I can kill this guy, get him out of the way. They'll stay dead for a while. They don't come back. They don't respawn too fast in this game. I think they take like 15 minutes to respawn, maybe more, depending on what it is or where it is. But we gotta take down the orcs. Now this game is a game that you can play and time will fly by. I was playing this earlier. I was like, I gotta go to the store at 10, or I gotta get ready to go to the store at 10. I didn't do that until 11. I'm just doing pretty much the same stuff. I've already started the stream, of course, and that was like an hour and 13 minutes ago. So I'm not sure. I don't really want my streams to go too long, but with this game and with this particular stream, I can go on as long as I feel like. So I'm just gonna go till like, well, it's 4 o'clock now almost. Maybe another hour, maybe less. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's another gnoll over there. Killed this one, but there's another gnoll like showed up in the corner, so I'm gonna kind of hide, but at the same time I want to get a visual on the orcs and anything that might be creeping up behind me. I'm also going to respawn Kupipi because she's a white mage, and she's the most important one, because if she's not there, then we can't get healed and we'll just die. Duh, or else you will die. Bunny Fufu, yeah, Bunny Fufu will like destroy you. I've had that happen. People say it's not possible, but I remember very vividly when I was like 12 years old playing this game, or 13 years old or whatever, playing this game on the PS2, somehow they're not supposed to aggro you. The bunnies are not supposed to aggro you at the start of the game. This bunny aggroed me and chased me all the way across like a map, like, and the maps are like this big. They're all pretty much like this size. So I was like running, not this exact area, but I was running from like all the way, like, and I remember it very vividly because I made it to the exit gate of that map, which is where you're supposed to be safe. And one of my friends was online watching me do this as I was happening. He was higher level than me, and he couldn't catch up to the bunny to help me kill it, to stop it from killing me. And so I died like outside the gate during the load screen somehow at this rabbit that just went psychotic and tried to kill me. And yeah, it was just weird. Seeing it from his perspective was also weird too. I think he either sent me a screenshot or like, I don't know. I remember it might have been when we were playing in the same room. I'm not sure about that. I do have a really like fond memory of playing this game at my friend's house, where like back when it was on the PS2. So we both had our PS2s hooked up to like his modem, and this was when we had dial-up. This was not, there was no Wi-Fi. There was Ethernet back in the day, but I'm pretty sure we were doing it over dial-up. It was still like, yeah, it was definitely dial-up, because it was like, it couldn't handle this game. Well, it could handle the game, but it couldn't handle like the game being played on two different PS2s, and like both going on the internet. It was just taking way too much bandwidth for that particular house that he was in. I know one of my other friends' house could handle it because his dad was a computer guy, and he had like, he always had like 5 computers hooked up playing EverQuest. But like this one house that I was in at the time, it couldn't handle like 2 computers being online at the same time, especially not with a game like this. Even though it was the PS2 version, where I think it would be more optimized, using the Sony network, or the Sony, like, I don't know, adapter or whatever, versus your computer. It was still like, it was weird. It would make it lag and do weird things. Like, not only was it laggy, but like things would drop in and out. Things would slow down in weird places. You could like run to areas that weren't loaded yet, and like you could basically like, nothing would really happen that affected anything in real life, but you could just go there on your game because the game wasn't connected right. You could just do weird things. And that happened on World of Warcraft too. I was in like whatever the Blood Elf city is called, and like my friend, like, we found out if you unplug your internet, this is before Wi-Fi once again, if you unplug your Ethernet cable and you jump as your internet's disconnecting on World of Warcraft, this probably doesn't happen anymore, but it could, you'll get to this part where you're like, it'll think you're swimming, but you're like in the sky, so you can swim all around like Azeroth as like a character, like an elf or whatever. You can swim all around it in the sky if you disconnect your cable at the right moment. It was so stupid, but then eventually it'll just disconnect you and give you an error. But it was just a stupid thing to do. Like you can disconnect World of Warcraft and you can float around the city and get to weird parts that you'd normally not be able to reach, like the tops of buildings and stuff. This was before you could fly, or like have flying mounts in the main cities or whatever. I don't know. It was weird. It's just a weird, I'm gonna tell Kyle about that. It's a weird thing you could do. It was like back when we had like laptops. Trying to run Burning Crusade on a laptop. And I'm gonna try to fight an orc. Over here, Shrek. Now you can't really tell this one looks like Shrek too much, but the ones without the helmets look like Shrek. Like, not exactly Shrek, but they look like Shrek with like no eyeballs, or like no pupils, like Shreks. Where the orcs are like Shreks, and they don't even look that much like orcs, like in general. And they kind of look like orcs, but they have like this lizard tail. I guess an orc could have a lizard tail too, but this is what the orcs look like in Final Fantasy 11 at least. I think they have them in 14 as well, like this exact looking model, but I think in 14 they're less prominent of a monster. They're kind of a big deal in this, especially in the first expansion. Like there's like different like nations of beastmen that go along with the nations of the free people. Like there's a bunch of like they're like bird people called Yagudo, and there's the orcs, and then there's something else. Hey, hold up. Hello. Yeah, it plays the Final Fantasy victory music when you level up, which is really cool. You're wondering where the heck that was. This is the first game to do that. Not only just have it so it plays the Final Fantasy victory theme when you level up, but also is the first one to, in the main series, to not have that song play after every battle. Because you know how repetitive that would get if you hear that like every single time? Like doing what I'm doing now, it would get really repetitive. Maybe not throughout the main game or like throughout the whole game, you would get bored of it or whatever, but yeah, you don't want to hear it all the time. And then Final Fantasy 12, they should have kept it as a level up thing, but they didn't. They made it for like bosses only, which I don't really get why they did that. I think they should have kept it as the level up theme and the boss theme, or like maybe two variations of it or something, because it's pretty cool. And it's not in Final Fantasy 12 nearly enough. You only hear it a few times in the game from what I've played. So I understand why they didn't do it as a battle theme in, you know, Final Fantasy 12 also. But they could have just kept it like they do it in this. And on that note of like having bad connections back in the day when this game came out, like bad internet connections, this is pretty amazing that I can not only play this game in like a HD on my computer and have it like play fine. You know, I mean, it makes sense, but it's crazy that I can just play this online and how the technology has changed with internet and stuff. But also, it's not only that, I'm live streaming it to YouTube at the same time, which is something that I couldn't do when I started recording this game when I first started my YouTube channel. So I did that when I did this game when I first started my YouTube channel, but my internet wasn't good enough even then in 2015 or 16 or whatever to you know, live stream it and record it, because I needed to do both, or not record it. Well, I could record it, but I couldn't live stream it. That's why a lot of my old videos weren't live streams. They were just offline Let's Plays that I recorded on my own time. Not offline like the game's offline, but offline like I recorded them and never streamed them. I did stream here and there, but I had to like, I think the last time I streamed this was a while ago, like a long while ago, and even then I think I had to almost made a mistake. It wouldn't be that bad if I fought him right now, but I don't want to fight him right now. They're even matches now. They're not tough anymore now that I've leveled up. But yeah, it's like, it's crazy how like the internet's changed. Even in the last like 7 or 8 years that I've had my YouTube channel, the internet's just gotten that much faster, and my computer's better now too, that I can just live stream this MMO. I don't think it was possible for me to live stream an MMO back when I first started my YouTube channel. And then even before that, it's like, okay, well, back in the day, you couldn't even think about doing something like this. It just wasn't even like something you could think of. There was like, when World of Warcraft came out, people used fraps to record it, but it wasn't the same as like Twitch or YouTube. It's weird to think about like how much not only just MMOs but live streaming games has changed. What am I doing? I don't need a heal. I can just do this. This music's different too. I don't know why they play this music here. There's probably a reason for it, because normally there's like a calm background nature music in this game. Either that or no music at all. And then there's always battle music when you're fighting, but this one's like, it's got like its own thing going on. I don't know what's up here. I kind of just want to kill the orcs and see what's up here, but I don't know what's up here. This isn't even where I'm supposed to be going, but I can still get experience from them, so why not? I'm not really supposed to be going anywhere. I don't have a direction currently. I'm just trying to level up. Which, I mean, I guess if you're saying that's the direction, then yeah, it's just the way to go. That's gotta be really careful. The enemies in this area are like really close together. It's kind of dense. But yeah, I just gotta be a little careful with all these orcs and gnolls. These gnolls kind of look like a Pokemon. Or which Pokemon is that? I don't know. It's like it's not Poochyena. It's it starts with a Z. It's not. It's like that werewolf Pokemon. That's what these look like, kind of. Like, oh, see if I can get a better look at them. They look like a werewolf. It's like Lycanroc or something. Lycanthrope. Lycanthropy. I don't know. It's something Lycan, and it's like a werewolf Pokemon. But it looks like this thing. I really appreciate all the people that joined the stream today. There was like a total of 5 different people chatting at various points. That's pretty cool. That's a lot. And a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of the people that are here are regulars, which is cool too, because I haven't streamed in a while. I haven't streamed since May the 4th, when I streamed that Star Trek Voyager game. So yeah, I haven't done anything live stream in a while. Sure, I've been in Brian's live stream chats every single time, but what the heck, he just popped out of the ground. Now he's teleporting. Weird. Trying to see which one I should pick off first. So I'm gonna go with this guy because we haven't seen one of these ones yet up close, I don't think. No, I gotta get him before he gets too close to the other orc. Get over here. That's the thing that I like say a lot when I play this game. Oh my god, go back, my boy, back. Oh no, he pretty aggroed the other orc. Now I have to fight them both at the same time. Okay, let's go all out. I'll just say the one thing that I say a lot in this, when I'm pulling an enemy, I do the get over here from Mortal Kombat. That's just something I've always done with this game. Oh my god, there's a gnoll coming up. There's a gnoll. Back off. Back up. I can't move, I'm stuck. It's not be the end of our little quest. Little heroes are stuck here. Okay, now I'm not stuck. He did like a petrify or like a stop type move on me. And the bad thing is I can't move the camera all the way when I'm in a battle scene. So there could be someone behind me that I don't know about. But I cleared out all the enemies so far, so there shouldn't be anyone spawning behind me or sneaking up on me. I can kind of stay back here and help my friends. With magic attacks. I've got some good ones. I got blaze spikes too. Oh god. One of the gnolls is there. I don't think he's aggroed us yet. For some reason. I don't think he's doing anything. I didn't even know where that gnoll came from. I was talking about that gnoll up there. But there's a gnoll over to the other side. If I can get these guys to come over here. Oh, they're not. I have to get this orc to stop shooting my friends so that they can actually fight him. It's just crazy. Okay, somehow that gnoll, that one right there, it didn't aggro. I don't know why. But that helps us out a lot. See, now that I've hit the orc, now the NPCs can start fighting and help each other out. But if I didn't do that and the orc's just shooting them, which is nice because I would love me to run away. It wasn't really aggroing me, it was aggroing Zed, which is why his health's low. But yeah, it's like they couldn't do anything to defend each other. Because they're not really characters, they're a thing called trusts, which is automatic NPCs. Which sounds kind of lame at first. It's like, okay, they're just automatic players. But you can collect them, which is the cool thing. You can collect different ones, you can get different classes and such. Oh my god, there's a pixie and a gnoll. I don't know if they're going to aggro or not. I don't know if they can. I think the pixie can't. You might be able to. But the gnoll definitely can. I don't know. I'm being careful as heck. I'm about to die. I should... No, why did I go forward? Let's get out of here. Gotta kill that orc and then book it. Yeah, we killed the orc. Destroy the orcs! Destroy the orcs! Can't sing that song right. Especially when my throat's already kind of raspy because I've been talking for like an hour and a half. There's a really cool song called like Kill All the Orcs. Yeah, destroy the orcs, kill the orcs. That's a pretty cool song. Who sings that song? It's a metal band called God, I can't remember the name. Oh, scared Morty. Trying to sneak my way around this map. Okay, now we're in a safe spot, I believe. Get rid of her. You can actually take out any of the trusts. I don't have to even like use the same ones. In fact, I might even switch out Non Amigo with like a guy with a bigger sword or something. I don't know. Also, if you level up on the field, like I leveled up a few times in this map. See, I'm level 65, but these characters like Z, if I check, I check his level. I don't know. I don't think you can check their levels, but they don't level up with you. So if you de-summon them, summon them back, then they'll be at the right level for you if you've leveled up during the little area. It's kind of interesting fact. My health's pretty high. I don't know what the heck happened. Did I level up recently? I did level up. Oh yeah, I remember when I played that music, I was talking about it. But I don't know why my health's full right now. That's a weird thing. My MP's full. Sometimes I get in such a repetitive like mode, just trying to level up and stuff, that I kind of lose track of what I'm doing, and I get too like lost in it to like focus on things I need to. Like when I was fighting all those orcs and the gnolls, kind of went a little too far into that to the point where I almost could have got wiped. So we're going to take it a little bit easier and stand back. Now some of these other gnolls have respawned. I can just fight these ones and stuff. I know it's really repetitive. If I do more videos on this, which I probably will, I'm going to try to have more of a focus. Just because I just installed this game, I'm trying to get back into it. The gameplay, the controls, the world, the characters and monsters, so I'm like trying to take it easy at first. I'm not going to get like super hardcore into it, but I do want to have more of a focus in later videos. Maybe not the entire video, like some of the video can be this. Excuse me. And then some of it can be like more focused stuff, so it's not like the whole video is just the thing, but I can do like a video where it's like, let's do this quest, and that'll be the stream. Which I've done in the past. I did a video about how to get a summoner job, which is still getting views. It was actually, believe this or not guys, it was my top viewed video on my channel this week. And this is a video I did like 2018 maybe. So like 5 years ago, and that video is Final Fantasy 11 like summoner job. That's still getting a lot of views to like today. Which is cool. But it's an old video. Or maybe it's a good video. I don't know. At least it's helpful to some people. If people keep watching it, that's cool. It means it's helpful. It got a lot of good like thumbs up and all that. It's just weird, like, to think that some of my videos that are older are still relevant, which is cool. I mean, there's not anything wrong with that. I would like my current videos to be just as relevant, but sometimes that's not always the case. I mean, sure, they get views and stuff like the week that they come out. But it's always funny to see like what videos turn out to be the most viewed or most responded to on my YouTube channel. It's always funny to like try to go back and like check the videos, see what views people got, like the analytics and stuff, just see how they did. Sometimes you can use that to base off like what you want to do next on YouTube, but a lot of the time my most viewed videos are like just like random things that I can't I can't do the same formula, or I can't do a sequel to, or if I do, I have no interest in it anymore because it's been so long. Like, I have this one video that's probably my most viewed video on YouTube. It's got like 30,000 views or something, and it's like, it's just me playing Samurai Showdown 6. Which I don't think it's a good video at all. In fact, I had some technical problems with it too, to the point where if I did it today, it would look a lot better. I'd be better at the game. It would look better visually. It'd be a better commentary. It just wasn't a good video. I don't think it was that great. But it's my most viewed video of me playing Samurai Showdown 6, which is a cool game. I like it. I don't hate the video or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. It's just weird that that video is the top one. I don't know why. I have no idea why. It could be like, oh, this is what not to do in a game, or something. It could be a bad reason, but it has a lot of like response to it, so that's good. I'm assuming. It's just I find it weird that that's one of the videos that people know me from. I guess I don't know. It's weird. But the thing is, I did another Samurai Showdown game video after it, like within the last year or two. Within the last year, I did a Samurai Showdown game. I think I did 2 videos, a 2-parter, just to see if the Samurai Showdown tag would specifically get me like another 30,000 views or so. And what do you know? It did not. It gave me like 100. I think it gave me like 100 views here and there. With where he's attacking Lion. Let's see if I can do this. But yeah, it didn't give me like, you can't recreate that magic twice. You can't just, you know, upload a video and then upload the same video and expect it to, or even the same video game in a different video. And even if you did it better or not, you can't expect it to have, you can't expect it to have the same reaction or response necessarily. It's hard to say. I don't even know why that one got so popular. Did people share it somewhere? I don't know. I know some of my Final Fantasy XI videos were shared on different websites aside from YouTube by other people. And I know some other videos here and there have been shared on other places, which get you more views. Like, not just Reddit, but like someone posted like pictures from one of my Final Fantasy XI videos on like a Final Fantasy XI blog website. I think I found that by searching my character's name or something. I'm not sure. The reason I was worried there is because I couldn't summon my white mage. I thought I was going to die, but then I realized the Smilodons are easy prey, so it wasn't a big deal. Let's take a little break to check my experience. I'm level 65. I need to get 22,000 to level up to 66. My goal is 70, but we're probably not going to get that on the stream. And just to check my other job levels. I mean, I don't really need to level up Black Mage. I want to level up Black Mage. It's currently the same. I am Black Mage and Dark Knight are both 65. However, when you cross class, your secondary class is always half of what you have. So that's why it says 32 Dark Knight on my actual levels. But technically we're the same level, which makes Black Mage my tied for number 2 highest level job that I have currently. And also 54 Summoner, 85 Red Mage, which is my max level for a class that I have currently. So 85 is the highest I can get to currently. I started out as a Red Mage. Also 50 Warrior. Hey, old ass retro gamers here. Nice. This is still online. Yes, it's still online. I get that question a lot. I see it a lot. Not just on like my videos, but like on the Final Fantasy XI's official Facebook page and on their Twitter page and stuff. I see that a lot. It's online. It's still being updated. There's still events being added, game updates, patches, all that. They don't do expansion packs anymore. But sometimes they have sales where you can get like the whole game, all the expansions for like, I think like $5 to $10. You can get everything if you ever wanted to play it. It's not available on the PS2 anymore. Like if you use it on PS2, you can't go online because they basically ceased updates for it and stuff like that. Same with the 360 version. You can't play the 360 version online, so you have to play it on PC. But yeah, it's alive and kicking for what it is. I mean, it's It's alive for now. And it's been online for 21 years, I believe. Came out in 2002. Old Ash Retro Gamer says, I used to play this back in 2004 with my ex. Maybe that's a good thing to leave it in the past if it's with your ex. But maybe not. I don't know. There's games that I play with my ex that like I still like to go back to. But I still have like that weird bad memory of them. So it just depends on who it is and stuff like that. Like me and my ex used to play the Wii a lot because like when we were dating, the Wii came out. Or one of my exes at least. And we used to play Trauma Center all the time. So like when I go back to certain games, it'll remind me of her a little bit, but it's not like it's necessarily that bad where it'll ever stop me from playing a game. That's just what I thought of when you said that. But yeah, yeah, this game is fun. It's online. It's different than it used to be in 2004. It's a lot more solo friendly, I would say. But at the same time, there's less players, so it kind of has to be. Yeah, they still update it with events and quests and new items and new things. Even as far back as like just a few years ago, like maybe 5 years ago or less, maybe like 3 years ago, I'm not sure. They added the ability to get mounts. At one point, they added the ability to do a jump emote, so you can actually like jump a little bit, which is weird. Like yeah, they have mounts you can do. I have all these characters back here that are automatic NPCs that'll help you fight. Yeah. Not bad memories, just when I realized I wasn't into the MMORPG thing. Oh, I understand you, dude. I'm not that much into MMORPGs, but as I talked about earlier on this video, I really find this world, the specific world of Final Fantasy XI, to be like relaxing, nostalgic, and at the same time like kind of beautiful in a way. It's like what I said earlier in the video, where I was like, it's like when you go to a park that you haven't been to since you were a kid, or like a park or like a trail or a river that you haven't been to since you were like in 10 years or something. You're revisiting an old place, an old neighborhood. That's what it feels like going back to this game. It's weird. It's a weird feeling that you don't get from a lot of games. Like there are other games that give me that feeling. But this is probably like the top extent of that feeling is with Final Fantasy XI. Legend of Zelda games are like that to me. I talked about Dungeons and Dragons is kind of similar to this, and then also EverQuest is similar to this, and Phantasy Star Online as well. But yeah, this is one of those games that just gives me... It's not necessarily all nostalgia. Oh, I was just stuck in that tree. But it's also like... I just think the world's interesting looking. I don't know, it's weird. It's like you're going down like a park that you haven't been to in years, and you see how it's changed and how some of it's remained the same. Kind of weird. Weird feeling that video games don't usually give you that, but it's a weird feeling that this game does give me. I think she kept playing after you canceled your account. Yeah, she could be stuck on here still. You never know. She could be like in .hack-sign, the anime. She could be trapped on the internet. You'll never know. Or she could just be obsessed with the game still and you wouldn't know. But yeah, I don't know, the game's fun. I wouldn't recommend it to everybody. Like, you know how like the mainline Final Fantasies, I could probably recommend a mainline Final Fantasy game to anyone pretty much. But with this one, I wouldn't recommend this one to everyone. I'd recommend it to like specific people, like specific gamers, play types. This game might not work for everybody. It's definitely not as accessible as all the other Final Fantasy games. It's actually at this point it's probably the least accessible of all the games, especially with the pixel remasters of 1 through 6 and all the remasters and ports of like 7 through 9, then 10 and 12. Yeah, it's just all of them are pretty easy to get, but this one's hard to get into. I'd say 14 is to an extent, but not as bad as it used to be. Final Fantasy 14 was kind of weird when it first came out. It almost flopped entirely. but they brought it back and it's actually doing pretty good now. I don't play Final Fantasy XIV currently, but I've played it quite a bit in the past. It's pretty cool too. It's cool that they've been able to keep 11 and 14 online at the same time. So what I'm doing right now, if you're just curious what I'm doing, I'm just leveling up, grinding for experience points. I'm trying to get to level 70. I'm at level 65. And I need 26,000 total experience to level up. I have 5,000 experience currently. I'm just killing these monsters. I was killing these gnolls, which are like these giant dog, kind of like wargs, or wargs, and they are. There's also these orcs, but I don't know where the heck the orcs went, so I gotta find the orcs. Get back there. Oh, they're up in this little corner crack here. So we gotta go like this. There's the knoll, so that's how I know I'm getting close to where the orcs hang out. There's also some skeletons that hang out next to them, but they're really weak for some reason. Put on blaze spikes. Now, I just resubscribed to this game last night. It took about 4 to 5 hours to install it and all the updates, patches, and whatnot. Which isn't that long. I think it used to take a lot longer. They made it a lot easier to download. You can download a majority of the game just from the Square Enix Final Fantasy XI website, and then the in-game updater updates the rest, which is like another 4 hours. It's a little slow on the updater, but it wasn't that bad, really. It's not that hard to install. Or setup, really. There's a little bit of a confusing parts, but nothing that can't be solved in a few minutes. Yeah, and the last time I played this, like every once in a while, if you have an account on this game and you leave it inactive, every once in a while they have like a free playtime. Like I think they do it like 4 times a year. They'll have like a free 2-week playtime where you can just like access your account freely. Which is pretty cool. So the last time I played this was whenever they did it last time. Or it might have been the one before that, because I did remember playing this sometime within the last year. I just didn't do any videos or anything on it. And I have done videos on this in the past. Like when I first started my channel like 7 or 8 years ago, I did a few videos on this. I did a little Let's Play series here and there of this game. And I did a few like how-to videos, like how to get a summoner. Which is why I have the job summoner at level 54. I did a video on how to get the summoner job. So specifically not just like how to get a summoner, it was like how to get a summoner in the year that I released the video, because that video, some of the guides on it were outdated, like really outdated and confusing, so I made a little guide on like how to play through it. Whoa. These gnolls are pretty strong. This one seems stronger than the others. Let's check. It says tough. High evasion and defense. Why it's taking longer than the others. Try True Strike. Get missed. Yeah, missed. Let's try. Oops. Job abilities. I don't know if I did Arcane Circle, but I'm not activating right now. I think I did. Yeah, there it goes. Lasts for 2 minutes. It raises my defense, resistance, and attack. And plus does to the party members too. It's a cool thing to have activated. It's a little hard because my white mage is currently just ran out of MP, but I can fix that after we kill this gnoll. Gotta run back to work. Old ass retro gamer, have fun, dude. Talk to you later. Thank you, and thanks for joining the stream. I really appreciate it whenever you show up. So now we are... Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was going to switch out the white mage. And bring out the white mage again. which restores their health. Hey, it's Zerazad. No, it's pronouncing that right. Zerazad. Retail, right? Retail. Oh, like, is this the actual game instead of the windower or whatever? Is that what you mean? This is the official, yeah, this is the official game on Play Online. Is that what you mean? I'm not sure. Okay, so I gotta heal up a little bit. My MP's a little low. See, the MP, oh, you mean like a private server? No, I'm not on a private server. This is the actual official. This is the Azura server. Azura. It's like Azura. Yeah, this is, I think it's the most populated server currently on Final Fantasy XI. I used to do the Bahamut server, but now I'm just on Azura. I actually transferred for it a few years ago. Sonic 3 XP Revival. That's a cool username. Ayo. Yeah, it's the official game. I actually just resubscribed last night. So I'm just trying to get some experience points while I'm trying to also figure out the controls, the HUD, the way the game plays and stuff like that. I've played it quite a bit, but I haven't played it in a while. So I'm currently at level 65. Well, I'm gonna have these other levels too, but with the Black Mage 65. I'm trying to get to level 70. I probably won't get there today, but I'll probably stream for a little bit longer. And then, yeah, I need 20,000 just more to just level up to that. Zerazad says, I love this game, to be honest. I used to play on Azura, but the bots are a huge deal on that server. I ended up moving to Bahamut. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should just stay on Bahamut or go to Azura. At the time, it seemed like Azura would have a lot more players or be more populated. I don't know what it's like currently. But I have one character that's on Bahamut who has a lot less playtime on. But I also have this character that's on Azura. So I've got the best of both worlds, if you know what I mean. Oh wait, no, we don't want that. We want to fight the gnolls. I could fight that guy, but he probably won't give me experience. Even match. Yes, some of the gnolls are even matches. Some of them are tough, and they take a little longer. Yeah, I can always switch back to Bahamut if I get into the game significantly more, and if there's like someone or multiple people that wanted me to join specifically to Bahamut. That's someone I was on like originally, and I used to do videos on this game back in like 2000, I want to say 2018 maybe, or maybe earlier. When I started my YouTube channel, which was about 8 years ago, one of the first things I did, aside from like game reviews and stuff, was I did Let's Plays of this game. I've also done like, occasionally I've done like little guides. Like I did a video on how to get the summoner job. And little things like that. I did a video on like how to use the Pro Controller for the Switch on this game, but I made it unlisted since then because it got outdated. I'd be glad to play with you if you ever up to moving to it. Yeah, I'll have to see how long I like continue with this game. I'm gonna try to play it more consistently. I don't really play it too consistently. Like I said, I just resubscribed last night, and I haven't played it too much, except for the last time it was free for like a couple weeks. They have these like free periods. But yeah, I'll definitely consider going to Bahamut, and I'll keep you in mind. Oh, you used my summoner guide. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool to hear that. That's really awesome. I might have seen you in the comments. I don't know for sure. But yeah, that was a video I did basically because not only did I want to do the guide and do it myself and walk through it on a video, I thought it would be cool because some of the guides before it were like outdated, I think, or something. They had like, I just wanted to show how it goes through step by step while I'm playing the game itself. Which with these live streams that I'm doing like today, I don't really have a good focus on this one. I'm just kind of like leveling up and grinding and stuff, trying to get back into the game. But I feel like with future ones, I might try to have more of a focus. Like if I do this again, I don't know about next time, but in like later videos, I'll probably have more of a focus, or at least some kind of focus to do on that specific stream. Those whites are really easy, but the gnolls and the orcs are tough. I really appreciate that you watched that summoner video, because I noticed, this is funny, I noticed on my analytics today on YouTube, because it'll tell you like your top 3 videos when you go to the studio. My top video for today, before I did this stream of course, was that summoner video. It's one of my most viewed videos that gets repeated views even today. So it's got to be helpful to some people. So I appreciate hearing that that someone watched it, you know. That video, and then I talked about this earlier in the stream, but there was other videos that were like, every once in a while I'll do a video that gets a lot of reception. It's always cool to hear about that too. Funny thing is, it's usually like videos that like something that I don't really focus on as much. Like I did a Samurai Showdown video, and that got a lot of views. It's like my most viewed video, and I'm like, I don't know why. I mean, I don't hate it or anything. It's cool. It's just, it's like an unusual video for me to do. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it's just fun doing videos. It's especially fun when it's like a helpful video too. As you can see here, it's a little bit of a tough battle, but I can handle it pretty well. If there was 2 monsters fighting me at the same time, it'd be really tough. And if there was 3, I'd probably get wiped. Earlier, I had to fight 2 orcs in a row, at the same time actually, in this spot that I'm at right now. And I'm still kind of working on the HUD. I have this like chat box up here, which I've moved during the stream. And then I have my webcam here, because I don't even really need a webcam, but I thought it'd be fun to use the green screen and stuff. I moved a little bit since I started the video, like an hour or so ago. No, I don't want that. I want to go... I don't really need a heal. And Kopipi, the white mage, she has a lot of MP still. I guess I could keep fighting. Oh, thanks. It does look good. Yeah. I don't know. I had it like, this. Well, I can't really show my pointer on there. But I had the, my webcam like down there where like it was covering my party's health and stuff. So I couldn't see that. I needed to be able to see that. So I'm trying to find I'll find a better way eventually, but it's all right for now. And like the text and stuff doesn't really get covered up unless I go to the menus up here, but I can still see through it, so that's cool. Yeah, this video's had a lot of my subscribers like checking out. I think they've had like 7 or 8 different people in the chat from various times. I've been streaming for about 2 hours, and a few of them are like regular people that go to like all my live streams. But not all of them, so it's really surprising. It's really cool, and I really appreciate everyone that checks out this video. Even if it's like in post, like later on when it's like the stream's over, I'll probably leave it up. But yeah, that's a lot of monsters in that group over there. I don't want to mess with that. Every time I'm going to first person, they look further away. And then sitting there. It's weird. Yeah, the menus aren't that big of a deal. I just want to see why these orcs are even here. I want to sneak past them. I know there's a pixie over here. Oh, there's like a dungeon door. See, I'm at like a part that I haven't really explored fully. Even when I leveled up my other jobs to higher levels, because I have a job that's level 85. I didn't do it in this area, so I haven't been over here yet. It's weird. I've been to this area on like the normal Battaglia Downs, but this is like the past Battaglia Downs. check them first. Brawler. Very tough. It's gonna be hard, but I think I can do it. On blaze spikes, just in case. Hope it doesn't go up that hill. Try to nuke him from over here a little bit. Whoa, where's he going? That's a weird path. Yeah, I'm in Battaglia Downs, but it's like the past version when you go into the maw. What is it called? Those like giant like things. They look like Atomos from Final Fantasy IX. I don't know if that's exactly what they're supposed to be. Yeah, the mounds, whatever they're called. Oh, those mounds. Oh, those mounds in the background. Yeah, they look like the Barrow Downs from The Hobbit. Or The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. Which is why they have the whites. The skeleton whites. Yeah, this is from Wings of the Goddess, which I'm not technically on Wings of the Goddess in like the story. I've actually beaten on this character the main game story. I think I'm on Rise of the Zillart, but I haven't completed all those quests yet. I'm just doing this because it's a good place to get experience points in this level, and it's something I can get to easily. Yeah, Atomos, yeah. I don't remember exactly what I did in the past in this game. Like, I don't remember every little thing I did. But also, yeah, I'm not like completely up to date with the game story and stuff like that. I don't know every little thing, but yeah, he does look like Atomos from, it was in Final Fantasy IX, and it looks almost the same. So in that he was like a summon. He like destroyed a city or something. But in this is like a gateway between time periods, I think. I don't really have any quests in this area. Well, I have like a repeating quest, but I don't have like a 1,020 experience points. Oh no, my my ring wore off, and I didn't even notice. Where's my ring? My old ring, Mr. Frodo. Have you seen my old ring? There it is. I need. I can't do it on the healing, of course. Yeah, I need to activate this to get my experience boost. It wore off. I must have got the 30,000 experience bonus. There we go. Now I'm getting extra experience points. I was like 1,000. That's a lot, but it seems a little low. So now we're back in getting normal XP, which I don't know how long that's been off, but it seems like it's been off for a while. I'm just gonna try to level up one more time, and then I'll probably end the stream. Which it'll take a while still, but yeah, it'll take a while still, but I want to level up one more time to 66 before the stream's over. And I'll be streaming again. Probably not this week, but next week, yes. I haven't decided a date, but I'll do a little YouTube post, and maybe a Twitter post when I'm about to do that, or like in advance for sure. If anyone wants to come back for that one. If not, you'll probably just see it as like a subscriber notification. I don't know. But it'll definitely be next week. It won't be tomorrow or the weekend. It could be on Sunday, depending on what I'm doing on Sunday, but it'll probably be like during the week. But for now, let's check out this bad guy. And make sure all my characters' stuff is good. He's tough. He's not very tough, so we can take him on. We took on the last one. It was very tough. Let's do this. Got that. Also got blaze spikes. So I didn't hit him yet. Now they can start helping me. I'm also going to go to Arcane Circle. I like that sound it makes. I mentioned that earlier in the video. But that little like cackle that it makes when you use Arcane Circle just sounds really cool to me. I've got True Strike, which I can use, but I can save it up to 3,000%, so I'll just wait for that. It's got Skullbreaker. Do I have a Discord? I have a Discord account. I don't have a Discord. Well, actually, I do have a Discord group. But, well, it's not my Discord group, it's my friend's group, but, yeah, I have a Discord. It should just be Happy Beard Games, to some extent. There might be like an underscore instead of a space, or it could be at Happy Beard Games. You should try looking me up on there if it's possible. I don't really go on there too often. But yeah, that's my Discord name. But like I said, I don't go on there too often. I mainly go on there to do like one-on-one chats. I have one group that I'm in on Discord with my friends. But we just share like memes and stuff and video game clips. But yeah, I just don't go on there too often. Hey Brian, you're off work. What's up? That was a lot of extra work. Are you doing your overtime today instead of Friday, or do you have to do it on Friday and today? Because I remember you said there was more overtime you had to do than last week. If I want to do those. Hey, Arcade Pilot's here, right when Brian comes here. Brian, did you bring Arcade Pilot with you? Or vice versa? You guys are he's always on your stream, and then it just happened to pop in right when Brian popped in. What's up, Arcade Pilot? Oh, you did play this a long time ago. I've been getting that comment a lot tonight. There's been like 10 different people on here, and more than I thought. Even people that I know, more people than I thought have played this game. Like, there's like 2 people that I know, well, 3 now, that are like subscribed to me and like comment on live streams and stuff, that are, or people that I know that they played this game in the past. I think Old Ass Retro Gamer was one, my friend Melissa was one, and then Arcade Pilot's another one. For like regulars that I didn't know played this game. Well, yeah, this is really easy. I don't have to do anything on this fight. I gotta be careful though if anyone else gets aggroed in here, but I don't want to kill this guy, so let's kill him off right now. Okay, it already died. Okay, 1,700. That's 700 more than the last guy when I didn't have my ring turned on. That's a lot more. That's a better experience amount. I do want to keep my distance, but don't look like you're trying to keep your distance, Chewy. I'll get to the chat in a sec. I just want to focus really quick on making sure I don't die. I can die easily here if I don't do things in the right way. Oh, come on, white mage. Alright, my old account should still be. Oh, your account on here. Yeah, I don't think I don't know. I don't think they delete old accounts or anything. It might take a little more trouble to get into it if you want to start up again, but yeah. It's interesting, many Final Fantasy games are online still. Well, yeah, this is online and 14's online. 14's going strong. It's like the top MMO right now, I think, as far as I know. Oh, I saw that like sword, Zeed's sword, like out of the corner of my screen, and it looked like it was like a border, and I thought there was like a tree next to me, like a treant. Because there are treants in this game, they're pretty big. That was kind of weird. Now I can start fighting these orcs again. Kind of worked my way up past these gnolls. They're like wargs. Now I'm fighting these orcs. And I'm just trying to get experience points. I'm actually not going to stream for too much longer. The intention was to stream for like an hour. See how it goes. Well, now it's been over 2 hours. 2 hours, 10 minutes right now. And I'm trying to just... Right now, I was going to get to level 70. Now I'm just going to get to level 66. It's not like there's anything else I really got to do today. So I could just kind of go on for a while, but... At the same time... You know, maybe these aren't the best things to fight to get experience. They're alright, though. If I could kill them a little bit faster. I guess if I could do more attacks, I'd probably kill them faster. But when I was fighting those gnolls for a while, they were leveling me up pretty quickly, because the gnolls were like the perfect range of like that are easy to kill, and they give me a lot of experience. But now I'm like in a level where it's like these guys are a little hard. They still give me experience, but they take a long time to kill. What's that? Heard a orky grunt. I think it was just the same guy. They almost sound like the sound they make when they aggro you. Put Arcane Circle on. Something else I was gonna do. What was it? I used to have this spell where I could, or ability rather. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a red mage one. Because I have a level 85 red mage on here, but it was like I had this thing where I could extend my buffs. So I could have blaze spikes on for like 5 minutes or more. I don't think I have that anymore. Maybe if I make him black mage, red mage. Because right now, for some reason, I'm black mage, dark knight. I thought it was gonna be cool, but I don't really see any bonuses from being black mage, dark knight. Like, what do I get? I'll have to go back to the Mog House and check. Like, what do I get from being half dark knight? I think it might be better just to be black mage, red mage, or the other way around, which is what I was at first. What's in here? What's that? There is no response. Ooh, spooky. There is no cow level. There really is no cow level. Oh, see, this is what I was going through before, like all these groups of like orcs and gnolls right next to each other. So I gotta either keep fighting them or just go in like a line where there's not a whole lot of them, because they're gonna start respawning and then I'll get stuck here. Which is okay, I can just teleport out of here. I think I have an instant warp scroll that I got for free, so I can just, you know, fight. But I don't want to get to the point where there's multiple monsters attacking me at the same time, because that'd be too hard. I could do multiple gnolls, but what the heck happened? Something just flashed on my screen. I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't know what it was. Something flashed in my room. I don't know what it was. It's either my TV making a weird like blink or something, but I think everything's good. If everything's good, let me know, because it says I'm still online. It says I dropped 94 frames, which is 0% of the stream, 0.0% of the stream, but it does say I dropped 94 frames, like just now, I think. I don't know what happened. I think it was like a hiccup on the internet or something. I don't know. Everything's good, apparently. Kind of weird, though. It was like a flash. Arcane Circle's not ready. What else do I got? Oh, Black Mage. I should have been using more magic, but actually my MP is really low right now. I like to do Fire 2 because it's like it's more than Fire 1. It doesn't take as long to reload it. Or it doesn't take very long to reload to it compared to like Thundaga 2. And then Thundaga 2 is cool, but it does a lot of damage. It's like 600 damage, but like Thundaga 2 it requires 200 MP to use. That's too much. It's way too much. I don't know, maybe it's not, I don't know, but it's a lot. Like, I'd rather just use like a smaller spell that doesn't cost a lot of MP and then just use that over and over as an attack. Yeah. Right now I've got new Blizzard. I've also got fire. No, I've also got my weapon skill I can use right now. It's Skullbreaker. Got him. Is there another orc here? Oh god, we're gonna get boned. Oh my god, it's a trooper. It looks like a stormtrooper. I've never even seen that model before. That looks awesome. Well, good, because he's gonna kill me. Oh no, he's not gonna kill me. I don't have any MP. My white mage still does. Arcade Pilot says there must have been a lot of patches for this. Yeah, they still update this. There's new quests, new items, new this and that. They update it with stuff. I'm not up to date myself with what's new in the game, but if you go to the Final Fantasy website, 11 website, they continually update it with news and stuff like that, bug fixes, stuff like that. It's not available to play on the PS2 or the Xbox 360 anymore, but you can play it on your computer perfectly fine in the year 2023. This is the official servers. There are private servers people have. There's actually a custom like interface you can download too, and I think there's some mods, but I don't have any of those right now. I've used Windower in the past, which is one of the mods for it. If I can survive this, which I think I can. Arcade Pot says the same price I think on PC. Yeah, well, if you get the download from the Square Enix store, which is where you get it, you can also get it on Steam, but I just recommend getting it on the Square Enix store. Occasionally it'll go on sale. I guess it's normally like 30 bucks for the whole game and all the expansions. But if you want, wait, get up. I'm trying to get up, but I'm also petrified or whatever, so I'm rooted to the spot, so I can't move. But if you want to get this game, I would say wait for it to go on sale. It goes on sale at least 4 times a month, or 4 times a year, and it goes down to like $5, $10 for all the game and the expansions. That's the time to get it. And also during those sale times, they make it free to play for existing players that don't have a subscription. So you can play for like a couple weeks while the sales last. They've done that for a while. Bye-bye. So long. Farewell, Sonic, forever. I'll miss you most of all, Kapipi. No, it's okay. Hey, the Caffeinated Owl. This game is so good. It is good. Glad you enjoy watching it, Brian. It would be cool if you played it with me, but I don't want to force you to pay for a pay to play an MMO or something like that. I don't know. I feel like MMOs have weird effects on people. Like they'll get obsessed with it. Like I don't know. I don't want to lose anyone's time. There's a lot of time, but I play it pretty casually, which is why I'm not like max level already. And, you know, I played this for such a long time, over a long span of time, and enjoy it. But I still play it very casually, which a lot of people don't think they can play MMOs casually. Well, I can do it. I have time. Okay, so now we're back. The only bad thing is, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna heal a little bit. I don't think I have any, like, items to heal. So what you do normally to heal is you click the thumbstick and you, just kind of wait. It's called resting. That's what we do. We rest. We must rest before the battle. So you just kind of like chill here and your health will go up and your MP will go up automatically the longer you wait. I just want to get it up so I can start doing some magic. Like you see, it just went up a little bit in the corner right down there. But it's also going to be time to check out my stats. We're trying to get just a level 66. I'm going to have to take a break in like a few minutes. Actually, I'll probably take a break right now. Just a really quick break. I gotta get some water. We're just going to get to level 66. So I only need like less than 10,000. I need like 9,000 experience off, which is like 9 more monsters or less. So I'm getting 1,700 roughly every kill. I'm gonna get right back. I'm not going anywhere. Just going to get some water. Owie. You can probably see my butt, can't you? I thought for a second I saw some like stains on my camera. I think it was just like particles in the air or something. Like not on the screen, but like on the actual screen. So maybe there's like a smudge on the actual camera. Cause I'm not using a webcam, I'm using a camcorder hooked up for my capture device. And the camcorder itself has its own little flip out screen. Just something I don't want to forget about. Probably clean it off later. I don't think it's the lens of the camera. I think it's something on the screen. Anyways, we're going to continue on. My MP should be close to full. I think I have 700 max, but I have like 600 currently. Pretty close. Let's go nuke some orcs. One of the best lines in Fellowship of the Ring. Let's hunt some orc. Bum, 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 bum. Pretty much said everything that I wanted to say about this game in this video already. I wish everybody that actually like joined in was able to hear what I said, because there's some pretty cool stuff that I talked about. I don't want to say it all over again. Maybe I'll talk about more in the next time we do this video. Or next time we do a stream of this game, I mean, which will be next week. God. Oh my god, there's too many orcs. Destroy the orcs. We must kill the orcs. What is that band? Is that what is the name? I keep wanting to call it Immortal Technique, but that's a rapper. It's like a metal band that they have a song called Destroy the Orcs or Kill the Orcs or something. God, what is that band? It's like something 30 inches of blood or something like that. 30 Seconds to Mars. What is that band? Does anyone know what I'm talking about, or am I just losing my mind? They have a song called Deadly Sinners, and on the same album, they have a song called Kill the Orcs, and it's awesome. And every time I see the orcs in this, like, I'm gonna kill the orcs, destroy the orcs. It's not how it sounds. He has like a high-pitched voice. He sounds like Iron Maiden or something, but no, he kind of sounds like Judas Priest, but like a little bit heavier in some ways, at some times. But yeah, it's like a heavy metal band, and they have a song called Kill the Orcs. Is it 30 inches of blood or something like that? It's not 30 Seconds to Mars. It's like 30 inches of blood or something, 3 inches of blood or something. I don't know. But yeah, you should look up that song, listen to it, because I can't play it right now, of course, but it's basically about killing orcs. I think their album cover is like an orc being attacked or something. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Wait, did I just imagine that there was 2 orcs here? Or was there an orc and he left? Or did I just think Zed was an orc, because he's a giant? Zed's cool. He reminds me of like, okay, he doesn't look like Guts, but he reminds me of Guts, this guy right here. And he's an actual NPC that you can like go on quests with, or go on a quest for. But I have his alter ego, his Trust, as my NPC companion. But we gotta go heal Kupipi again, because I used a lot of MP there. I was spacing out during that fight. I've played too many random battles today. I got 2,000 experience for that one orc. So let's get my white mage's magic back. Oops. Also, you know, I did a video a long time. I don't know if anyone saw the video. It was a pretty popular video I did. I did a video on how to use the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller on this game, and then it started getting a lot of downvotes and like a lot of negative comments of people complaining, and I was like, what did I do wrong? All I did was show you how to use this controller on the game. That's the whole video was in the title. It was a little long, but it showed you how the step-by-step to do it, and it worked. And then I figured out they updated the game launcher, and they updated the game config area so that the thing in the video was not completely accurate anymore. So I made that video unlisted. It still gets views somehow. I made it unlisted. If I make it private, I think it like deletes the views from my channel, so I left it unlisted. But somehow someone's getting the link to it. I don't know how. Maybe Reddit? I don't know. Someone shared it somewhere, but it's still getting views, which is weird. But anyways, the Switch Pro Controller is pretty cool to use on this game, and it does still work. I would say just get a third-party or even an official Xbox Series X controller, and you're good to go. You can even use an Xbox One controller, but the Series X has that added snapshot button, which is good for all your other games too. This controller is really good. I didn't talk about my controls on this at all, but yeah, I got this controller for free from my mom because they shipped it to her work when she doesn't actually have it in her inventory. So she basically got it for me, which is nice. Yeah, it's a pretty cool third party. It feels just like the actual Series X controller, which I was using before, but this is by Power A. It's a nice third party. I think you can get it for like 20 or 30 bucks. It works perfectly fine with any game so far that I've used on Steam, or anything on Big Picture, Steam Big Picture, or even this. So it's pretty cool. Anything with X input, it's perfectly fine for. The only bad thing about this one, you have to have it wired, which is why it's a lot cheaper, like half the price of your like Series X controller, which the Series X can use Bluetooth. But even the Series X controller has to use 2 AA batteries, which is kind of silly that in the year 2023 we're still relying on AA batteries. But I also heard that in Europe, at least, consoles that are handhelds are required to use removable batteries in the near future. So any like the Switch 2 or any other handheld consoles that are coming out in the future, they have to have removable batteries, which I'm wondering what that's going to do for Sony's PS5 handheld thingy. The handheld, what is it called, where you can play your PS5 games on a handheld. I wonder if that's going to have removable batteries. The PSP had removable batteries, so that was cool, but the Switch doesn't have an easy way to take out the batteries. I don't know how to take the batteries out of your Switch. I guess you have to just rip it apart carefully. I wouldn't recommend it though. But yeah, I don't know, it's just random rant. I just want to talk about the control rant. That wasn't even a rant, but I just wanted to talk about the controls. Ooh, there's an elemental up there. Now you want to watch out for those guys. They're not one of the normal enemies of the area. I don't know how strong it is at this point, but there's an earth elemental somewhere up on that hill. I think they can show up like depending on the weather of the area. So I want to keep an eye out on that earth elemental. The rumbling of this control, it does have rumble, which is nice. And it's probably a better rumble than the Switch's. Unless you're using HD rumble, which this game doesn't have, of course. The rumble doesn't help me right now. I just drank a bunch of water because I got up to get water. Because I also drank a monster on stream, which you probably haven't seen that, but the rumble is making me have to go to the bathroom, kinda. I don't know who wants to hear that, but still, it's like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom soon. I'm gonna end the stream and then go to the bathroom. First thing I'm gonna do when I end the stream. But yeah, like, really help. The rumbling of the controllers help. See, I got an EXP chain on that one. Or the EXP chain. I want to watch out for the elemental though, so I'm kind of almost turn to the fight. It gives you extra experience points. I think if you fight the same type of monster twice. So instead of getting 2,000 experience, I got 2,400. In addition to that, I have this EXP ring that gives me 150% extra experience points, which I didn't have enabled for a little while, but I do now. Too many orcs. And then there's also this thing, which I showed before earlier in the stream, but I'll show you again now. Excuse me. You can go to a thing called Records of Eminence, where you can set up these instant repeat quests. So like I have this one called Battaglia Down. So if I get one more kill, I get 600 extra experience points and some other like currencies. The first time you do it, you get an item too. I got like a belt or something from it for free. But it repeats automatically. And so every time I kill 10 monsters, any monster in this area, I'll get 600 experience points. Just extra random, like extra free stuff. There we go. Let's fight this stormtrooper. I thought he saw me, but he's just putting his shield on. No, I must duel to the death, stormtrooper. Yeah, I've never seen that orc model until today. The orc helmet. That looks awesome. They should all have that. They look way cooler. Normally they just look like Shrek without eyeballs. Or without pupils. Which is cool. I mean, Shrek's cool. But, I don't know. I feel like that looks cooler. And I think he has extra armor on his tail. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool model. I mean, there's a whole orc, like, base in the starting areas of this game. I don't think they even have one of those guys with the armor like that. I don't remember seeing that ever. This is like the last expansion pack, this part I'm in right now. Not that I'm necessarily on that expansion pack, It's more like I'm playing it to get experience points. Checking my phone for a sec. I've gone on a little long. This was a longer stream than I expected by about an hour and a half. But yeah, if you're still watching, I appreciate it. If you watched and left, I also appreciate that too. A lot of people commented on this video today, which is really cool. I'll address you guys all at the end and give you a little shout out at the end of the video. But yeah, I appreciate everyone that's joined in, commented and whatnot, participated in this chill stream of just killing orcs, thinking about Final Fantasy XI, all that stuff, all the good stuff. It was not really a stream about killing orcs. I didn't even start fighting orcs until the last half hour, but I mean, most of it was just gnolls and some other monsters. See, look, I got those extra 600 points. XP chain number 2, 2,125 XP. That's some gil. Now, there's an earth elemental up there I'm trying to avoid. Let's just go this way while keeping an eye on the elemental, which is easier said than done with these camera controls that clip onto the edges. This is the exit area for this part with all the orcs and stuff. So there's the gnoll next to an orc. I'm gonna try something. I bring back Kapipi because just in case I need a white mage with full health or with full magic. Could get a little hectic. I want to get to a safe zone. It's okay if I aggro something, but I want to get to a safe zone where I'm only fighting one monster at a time. I prefer to fight an orc because of that EXP chain, but it's not like I need to fight an orc. I can fight this guy. He's just as tough in some ways. No, he's not very tough, but he's tough. And some of these gnolls are even matches, so they're not as tough as the orcs. But as I'm talking about, as I said the word "but," there's a butt in my screen. So there was a butt, a cat butt. What was I even saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're not as hard as the other ones. They're easier. But sometimes it's a good thing. It depends on where your own character's level is at and compared to the monsters. Because sometimes you can kill these guys if they're the right level for you, kill more of them faster. And you can get XP even faster just because you're killing more of them, and they're not like super strong. Like the stronger they are, they give you more XP, of course. But if you can kill them faster when they're closer to your level, you can get that same XP. Or maybe a little less XP, but at a faster rate. So it's actually better to fight things that are even matches or just tough instead of like super tough or very hard or whatever they're called. So you don't want to fight necessarily the hardest monsters you can find. You just want to fight ones that you can keep killing as fast as you can. That also still give you experience. At least that's what I think. I don't know really what the best one is technically, but it seemed like I was leveling up faster when I was just fighting these gnolls. But now the gnolls are like, they're not as hard, so they're not giving me the XP, and also don't show up as much. Let's see how much this gnoll gives me. They're actually giving me like 2,100. See, only 1,500. It did keep the XP chain, which is cool. So yeah, that's cool. There's an orc over here. I can take him on. Also that pixie out there. I don't know why there's like a random pixie. The pixies were weaker than the gnolls, but they're not as common. Like I didn't find an area where there's a bunch of pixies, but I did find an area where there's a bunch of orcs and gnolls. There's also an area with a bunch of goblins, which we were fighting at the start of the stream, but the goblins are... No, I don't want to fight the goblins now. It's kind of cool. Like the first thing I did on the stream, I remember it now. Like 2.5 hours ago, like this goblin, he dropped a mine, which I didn't know they could drop items. So he dropped a mine and it activated and I stepped on it and it did like half my health. Blaze spikes. I'm gonna actually try to fight on this one, so I just let it go auto. Blaze spikes active. Put on arcane circle. Listen over the sound. I love that sound effect. It's great. I don't know how well the sound volumes are on my stream. Let's see. What else we got? True Strike. I don't really need to use it now, but I'm going to use it now anyways. Let's go back out to using magic spells. Orcish Impaler used Slam Dunk. Like the anime. Hey, we made it. That went by really fast. I got 2,800 experience points. That caught me up real fast. Yeah, that was a lot of experience. Like, I kind of want to keep killing just to see how much more I'll get for this next fight. Wow, they're all like wiped out. Where's everybody? Whoa. Collision. I'm gonna kill this one. Cause when you level up, it gives you full health and magic, so I don't have to worry about nothing at all. Well, I still have to worry about like a group of them coming at me. So now I'm level 67. I have a maximum of 1,000 HP, which is kind of cool to see that number. Not only go into the 4 digits, but it was kind of cool to see it even 1,000 MP for a second there. We can see it on the what am I doing? Oh, can I not access the menu here? Oh, there it is. So yeah, I got 1,000 HP. I'm level 66, not 67. Excuse me. And then halved with a 33 Dark Knight. See all my stats over there. My MP went up a little bit too, from 700. It's like 750 now. So we're gonna end the stream after this, and after a little bit, I'll go back to town and stuff, wrap things up. I just want to kill this guy and see how much XP he will give me, because that last one just gave me so much experience points. I also want to see where my quest is at. It doesn't give you that much, but I want to see where it's at. The one that, oh yeah, it just reset. So it was at 2 out of 10. This will be 3 out of 10 if I kill this orc. So if every time it gets to 10 kills, it gives me 600 XP. Which is kind of weird, because sometimes if you get XP from that quest, it doesn't show the level up signal, but you'll still level up. So you got to keep an eye on that too. I might actually aggro this knoll over here. But no, I didn't aggro him. Okay, that's good. Keep your distance, Chewy, but don't look like you're trying to keep your distance. That's the name of this game when it comes to aggroing. Like, you gotta really kind of be careful. I only got 1,700 at that time, so either the EXP chain reset or something else. I'm gonna kill this pixie. Well, I'm gonna see what level it is first, then I'll kill the pixie, because it's been flying around here for a while. Easy prey. Let's just take out this pixie. You can't run or walk while you're... Okay, never mind. Whatever. I'm not gonna fight him. He flew off into the orc nest. So here's all my guys. Level... Why is it tree colliding? I'm gonna... ready to check out. So what I'm gonna do... I could ride a mount. So I want to show you guys my mount list. I got a lot of mounts. I think the only one I got recently was the golden bomb. And maybe something else. These are all the these are all the bombs I got. But these are all the mounts I've got. What's a good one? Or what's a cool one? I like the Gubu. Big old Gubu, which is smaller than all the other Gubus because I'm a Taru, the halfling race, so it scales him down a little bit. You know, it's weird. He's almost the same size as Zeed's whole body. So if I was the race that Zeed is, which you can play as, it'd be a giant Gubu. And I think when you're on a mount, you can't get aggroed. Either that or you just run too fast for him. So I don't have to worry about anything when I'm on this mount. But I don't actually have to walk my mount back to the town. I have an instant scroll of warp, which will not only take me back to the present day, because I'm in the past, which is harder enemies in this area, which is why I'm back here, but I can teleport all the way back to Juno, which Juno isn't that far away from here, so I could walk, but I can get that instant warp scroll free, just for free, so I don't have to worry about like wasting an instant scroll of warp, because I can just get it again for free right next to my home point, actually. Hey, it's Danny the Doe. What's up, Danny? That's an awesome mount. Yeah, it's the Goobu, classic Final Fantasy enemy. And he's really cool looking. I like him. He's got a little like carpet on him, a rug, where you can just kind of chill out, and he's got crazy arms. They're an actual enemy in this game too, but I think it's a cool mount. That's why when I was going through my mount list, I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, this is one I like a lot. Like, this is one I use more often than the others. I'm going to I want to show you guys the other mounts. I think I'm in a safe enough spot. Nothing bad will happen. Is that? Oh, it's a cat. Okay. Well, I got all my guys here, so let's check out some of my mounts just real quick. I'm not gonna do all of them because it takes a little while to load. But see what cool ones I got. Some of these are, I don't know if any of these are like rare or whatever. They're just ones I got for free. So let's see. I don't have Chocobo, which is weird. Isn't that weird? Chocobo is like the hard one to get. I have the Chocobo license, which allows you to get the mounts, but I don't have the Chocobo because you have to like train and raise it. Yeah, the rug. The Raptor was the first one, the blue Raptor. When they first added mounts aside from Chocobo, this is what the first one you got. So I got that. Let's see, I've got a golden bomb. Let's see what we're doing. Why does it say I'm mounted? That's really weird. It says you cannot use that command while mounted, but I'm not mounted. Maybe I used too many of them. Yeah, what the heck? I can't. Oh, you must wait a little while before calling forth your mount. Well, that's weird. I have a war machine. There's like an orc machine that looks like a giant monster with cannons. It's pretty cool looking. I've got the coral, which is like a cat, like a leopard. Got spheroid, which is like I think it's like a pod or something. A hippogriff. Let's check out hippogriff. Now, these can't fly or anything, but look at that. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I've got the bomb, which is the classic Final Fantasy monster. I think I've got a golden bomb and a regular bomb, I believe. I've got the crab, which is a iconic character. You would not think so, but the crab are iconic characters from this specific Final Fantasy because they're a dangerous enemy at a specific part of the game that was hard back in the day, called the Dunes. Let's see. Just to check out what other ones I got, because I'm about to wrap up this stream. If you're just joining in, Danny, and anyone else, I've been streaming for like 2 hours 45 minutes, which is a lot longer than I expected, but it was fun. So I'm about to wrap things up. Let's see what else I got. Doll, which is like, I think it's like a kind of robot looking guy. Dalmil, which is like a giant camel like slash giraffe. Adamantoise, which I showed a little bit earlier in the stream, which is a giant turtle. Kind of looks like Gamera. I got Roz, which I think is like a bird. Goobu was that big blue guy with the rug on him. Coral's like a cat. Spheroid, I think, is like a pot or like a magical sphere. Hippogriff, we just checked. Exomet, I think, is a bird. Tulfair is like a phoenix. War Machine, I talked about. Magic Pot is like a floating pot like thing. It's just like a floating pot. Beetle is just a big green beetle. Crawler, I think, is a worm. Yeah, it's a worm. I didn't even know I had that. Bomb is the regular Final Fantasy bomb monster. Red crab and regular crab is blue. It's just a crab. And then tiger kind of looks like those tigers over there, but a different color. So this is the tiger. It's blue. You can check out these Smilodons. They're just a reskin. A little bit bigger, but they're tougher than the tigers. Smilodons. Hey, we're Tiger Squad. Thundercats, ho! Yeah, what's that? Oh, it's a sparkly thing. But yeah, I was just want to wrap up the stream, so I'm sorry if you missed it, but I'll be streaming it again. I'll probably post in advance. There's a bomb. See, I had a bomb mount like that, but it's not blue. It's a gold one, and I have a red one. There's a lot more mounts you get it too. I try to get as much as I can. I just don't have Chocobo, which is weird. But yeah, I'm about to wrap up the stream. It's been a long stream. I had a lot of different people joining in here and there. I had like probably, including you, probably like 11 people, which I really appreciate. I was going to wrap up and give shout outs to everybody. And yeah, I'm going to be streaming this game again sometime next week, and I'll post in advance on like YouTube and whatnot. If you're subscribed to me on Twitter or Instagram, I'll probably have a post either on there or definitely on YouTube, just kind of saying when I'm about to stream in advance. What I'm going to do now is use that scroll of instant warp that I was talking about, which is in my items. I believe I have it. In here somewhere. Instant warp, which is a magic scroll that you can only use once. It'll take you back to your home point, which is in a city called Juno. So once that's loaded to 100%, I can get out of here. There I go. Loading the next area. Alright. And I think I've already picked up my instant scroll for free today. But I get it from this artisan Moogle over here. If you talk to him, like a pro tip, if you talk to him, you don't have to do anything. You just talk to him and say do nothing. He'll give you an instant scroll of warp, but I think I've already claimed it today. You can get one every day. So like next time I play, I'll just make sure I get one of those. And then I can always teleport back home. You can also learn the spell warp. But I don't have it yet, so that's just a free spell anyone can use, even if they're not using that class or they don't have that spell. Now these people are all actual players doing their own thing. And then this one with green text are NPCs. There's one thing I want to do just before we quit, just because I got to do this. I got to check the auction house because I put some items up for auction. And I want to know if they're sold. They'll probably, some of them will be sold by next week, and I'll get some extra money. But let me check my money too, which you go to equipment. I have 23,000 gil, which isn't a whole lot. I spent about 100,000 gil on some armor today, which I got all this stuff at the start of the stream. Or actually, it was right before the stream, but I talked about it at the start. So doing all my leveling up, which was about 2.5 hours of leveling up, I got about 3,000 gil just from that, I think. So let's just check the auction counter. Sales status. If they're sold, they'll have a different color. These are the things I have up there. I don't have anything that exciting up for sale. I'm just trying to clear up my inventory. Yeah. Let's go to like a quiet spot where there's not a lot of dudes. Alright. I kind of don't want to end, but like I kind of do because like it's like 3 hours and I'm kind of tired of streaming, you know, but it's fun. All right, everybody. Let's see. Anything else I got to talk about? Nope. Let's see. All right. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching Happy Beard Games' live stream of Final Fantasy XI. I appreciate everyone that joined in the chat. And even if they didn't chat, I appreciate everyone that joined in watching. I had fun chatting with all these people. So let me go off and name everyone that joined. There was Aya Fair, which Melissa, she joined like right after I started streaming. I don't know how she found out. There's also Niku Parasu, which was pretty cool. Someone else who didn't believe the servers were still up in the year 2023. And Aya, she played this game in the past. There's also Electronic Emotions Program, the EEP, who also was in the chat. We've got who else was in the chat? I'm checking the chat log right now. The Caffeinated Owl, Brian. He was in the chat. I know he's working during this time, but he did chat when he could. Mataya Blues, another regular who's joined the chat. The Old Ass Retro Gamer, who was another regular that joined the chat, who actually played this game back in the day too. There was Zerazad, who watched some of my past videos, which I really appreciate that too. There's Sonic 3XP Revival, which was in it briefly. I don't know, but I appreciate him watching. Arcade Pilot. Then Danny the Doe. And there might have been someone else. I hope I didn't miss anyone. If I missed you, I still appreciate you too joining the chat. Pretty cool. It was a fun stream overall. I just basically grinded, killing stuff, getting more used to the controls, the way the game is and all that. I talked about a lot of different things in this video. There's more things I want to talk about later, which I'll leave for a more focused topic in future videos. But yeah, it was really fun playing Final Fantasy XI again today. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe for more classic gaming goodness. Yeah, check out other videos and hybrid games, because my next videos, I finished my Indiana Jones series, which is what I did at the start of July. For August, I'm going to try to do Super Scope games if I can get the setup. I talked about that earlier on this video, but my next project is Super Scope games for reviews, and then also I'll be doing live streams of this, of course. And I do want to get back to my Famicom Friday videos, and I also want to get back to Wii Wednesdays eventually, but Famicom Fridays is something that I do every Friday, kind of. And I actually ordered a Japanese Sega Saturn game. It's a pretty exciting one, so that'll be the next Famicom Friday probably. It's a Godzilla game called Godzilla Real-Time Strategy for the Sega Saturn, so I'm excited to play that one too in an upcoming video. Alright everybody, thanks for watching once again. Bye!